call. Randy Arndt and myself, Steve Wooderhack here with you here tonight to bring you up.
Everyone's favorite buffet, even better.
We're all set up with the stream team here and ready to bring you the first game of the season for the Waupun Warriors and for the Pardeeville Bulldogs. And it should be a good season here for Waupun. They got a lot of high expectations, Randy, for this season after having a nice season, getting to the playoffs for the first
We make you.
They kind of build up what they did last year and keep that going.
Big step last year and high expectations this year. You named it. And I'll tell you what, it doesn't seem like it should be high school football season yet, does it? It's just amazing that we're actually playing football here in the middle of August and ready to go. And you and I joke about it on the drive. We're wearing polo shirts and shorts, and then within that 9-week window, you'll be wearing parkas and long jeans.
Yeah, I'm glad we got to have some water up here, otherwise those are going to fall right out because it's, no air moving up here, but otherwise a beautiful field here, really a beautiful facility that they have here in Pardeeville. Everybody's been very nice. I was here 3 days ago talking to the principal, David Bell, here, and another one of the employees here, and they were very nice and welcoming, and even knew some of the Waupun people out there. David, a good friend of Tim Ulsma, Waupun's head girls basketball coach, formerly, I should say. But, again, looking forward to this season. Again, they got a lot of guys coming back, which is something Pardeeville, when we talk about them a little bit, lost a lot of their key guys, especially their quarterback from last year's team, Logan Young. He was their main runner and a rusher and also their main passer out there. And, you lost a whole lot of offense with just one guy graduating, but three of their top four rushers had all graduated too, and the receiver, a lot of their top tacklers are gone from last year's team, so they got kind of devastated with graduation. But that's high school sports. That happens. They graduate out, and the new bunch comes in.
Yeah, it's a continual reloading of teams, and you hope your program is on the upside so that the young kids get involved and like to see what's going on, and then they want to play, and that's really how you build a program. And I was a little concerned. A lot of skill guys back for Waupun, but I was also concerned about the line a little bit in my mind. We lost some good ones from last year, and we do have some quality, experienced guys back. But talking with one of the assistant coaches, he said he thinks the offensive line could be better this year. He's pretty high on what they're doing, so that's always the X factor that you don't know a lot about until they start playing real games.
Again, Waupun was 6-4 last year. They finished 4th place in the South Central Conference. Got to get used to saying that conference name yet. The only team that plays in that conference out of all their sports teams. Everybody else will be playing the Capital North Conference starting this year, so that's a whole bunch of new teams. A lot of changes in Waupun with their sports and teams that they play against. Waupun landed furthest to the easternmost team in the conference, all the way from all the other teams, Wisconsin Dells, Boston, and they have a friendship with Waupun. Coming here to party, the ones that get used to heading out to the West anyway to go play teams.
North and West, that's going to be some long drives on this.
Where we at? Okay, just to make sure, it seems like I just want to make sure we're going to check with the street team. We're pretty happy to have the A crew with us here tonight with Kobe doing the switching here. Yeah, we're right next to Kobe here. Switching. He makes things happen. He can take us over here if he wanted to. So we can't keep Kobe happy, otherwise we'll get kicked right off the air.
One push of a button.
Like showing the kids so you don't start carrying.
They'll show right pregame we can just keep it like if you want to keep your camera on like Waupun and then I'll keep on Pardeeville.
Okay. Yeah, because I was gonna say we're more here for Waupun, aren't we?
Yeah.
Again, excited about this season. We had a chance to talk to Coach Adrian Carson in the preview that we had just this past Wednesday. Some of the players out there with Jason Bean, Paul, there, and also Isaiah Thurka out there too. And then we have the talking to those guys. See how things go here tonight. We're going to take a break. pregame show right after this on Radio Plus Sport.
Feel at home and auto sales. Great selection and a price that's low. You'll find friendly smiles and a warm hello every time. We make you feel at home and auto sales. Every time we make you feel at home and auto sales.
Home and Auto Sales is a proud sponsor of high school sports.
How do you make everyone's favorite buffet even better? How do you make the country's best chicken even more exciting? How do you make Thursday the best night ever? Wing night at Pizza Ranch. Boneless and traditional. A variety of sauces. All the wings you want, plus all your other buffet favorites. The country's best wing night is here. Taking flight Thursday nights only at Pizza Ranch. Everyone's favorite buffet.
New ownership, same customer service tradition. Verhaeg's Furniture has been proudly serving Waupun and its surrounding areas for over 50 years. New owners Luke and Logan Gans are longtime employees of Verhaeg's Furniture and are committed to continue serving the furniture, accessory, and mattress needs of Waupun and the surrounding areas. Bringing you exceptional quality from Ashley Furniture, Lazy Boy, Tempur-Pedic, Puffy Mattress, and many more top brands from their store to your home. Verhaeg's Furniture, 806 West Main Street, Waupun. Quality brands for affordable prices.
Chronic pain sufferers, listen up. If you're suffering from pain due to injury or illness, and the options you've tried have failed to alleviate your pain, or surgery has been recommended, you may be wondering if you've run out of options. If so, regenerative medicine may be your answer. At New Medical Center, we use a variety of alternative treatments designed to harness your own body's ability to heal. Rather than covering up your pain, regenerative medicine goes right to the source to resolve and repair the injury. Instead of using harmful drugs to mask your pain or having risky surgery that can cause additional injury and increase your chance of arthritis, regenerative medicine helps your body repair the damage that causes pain. Don't let pain compromise your favorite hobbies and activities, leaving you crippled and desperate for help. Thousands of people have found relief with regenerative medicine, and you can too. Call the experts at New Medical Center to get an appointment today. New Medical Center, 920-324-9899. That's 920-324-9899. Or check us out on the web at www.newmedicalctr.com.
If you're looking for someone to take care of your tree needs, call Eli at Torres Tree Service of Waupun. Eli and his team can remove trees big or small, even those hard to get trees. They do tree trimming and stump grinding, and the job's not done until they put topsoil and seed where the tree was removed, clean up the debris, and haul it away. Join the many satisfied customers by calling Torres Tree Service in Waupun at 920-334-5887. That's 920-344-5887 for Torres Tree Service of Waupun.
Thank you for your continued support over the past 50 years. At Verhaeg's Furniture Mart, we're honored to have been voted by you to be the best of the best mattress store in the Fond du Lac area for 2024.
Our mission is to bring the best in bedding comfort, technology, and support to the Waupun area.
We've partnered with top brands like Tempur-Pedic, Puffy, Scott Living, Sealy, and Nectar to offer you the ultimate sleep experience.
Free delivery to Waupun and the surrounding area. See store for details.
Come shop at Verhaeg's.
And welcome back to Pardeeville High School non-conference football tonight. The kickoff for the 2025 season. Waupun Warriors on the road here tonight, taking on the Bulldogs. I don't believe we've ever played them in anything that I can think of.
I cannot remember even being here before for a high school game.
I have been. I've been here for Randolph when they came here and played a basketball game, a really nice basketball game against an undefeated Bulldog team, and they took them right to the end of that ball game in that game here. But, yeah, I've been here inside the gym a few times for that, but otherwise, definitely not for football. But I had an opportunity just a few days ago on Wednesday. We had 10 coaches. We had maybe 30 athletes that came in throughout about a 2.5-hour period on Wednesday night, video streaming our football preview for the 2025 season. And I got a chance to talk to Adrian Harmson along with 3 of the players from the Waupun Warriors. And it was a great interview, great show that night. You got to watch that, Randy.
I did.
Turned out pretty well.
Yeah, it was really well run and very well engineered. I was impressed, and Yeah, a lot of very articulate, well-spoken young players as well for numerous teams.
So what we're going to do now, we're going to take a break. We're going to quit talking, but we're going to be...
we're good now, we're hearing. So we had a few difficulties, but thank you, Jen.
Okay, we're going to go to that interview, at least part of it. We'll play the other part maybe at halftime today, but I'll just give you a little sample of what they told everybody and the interview, how it went down on Wednesday night in that football fall preview. So we'll go to that right now.
Adrian Harmson, Waupun head coach, with us here. Adrian, good to see you again, buddy.
Yep, nice seeing you.
All right, and would you like to intro your players on the screen here?
Yeah, we have our 3 players here, all seniors here for us. So our quarterback here, number 15, Chase Beam, right next to me. Up next here we have also senior, number 22, Logan Prawl. And then over there on the end, we have number 10, Isaiah Thurk.
All right, well, gentlemen, thanks for being here.
Thanks for having us.
Yeah, thanks for having us.
You bet. First playoff appearance in 17 years last year.
Were any of you guys born when they had that last time? Or you weren't even born when we were in the playoffs last time until last year. So, yeah.
Wasn't that fun?
Yeah.
Yeah, truly thrilling. And it obviously takes a lot of work to get there. And, this group and the group right before them really kind of led us to that point and really believed in it. And really we've been changing a lot of things in the program, and that's because of these guys and what they believe in, and that got us to that playoff first round. Mm-hmm. And I don't think any of these guys were around, or maybe just toddlers. But I remember going to our last playoff game, and I was a little tight at the time, and I was in the stands watching them for that game.
Yeah. In your 4th year at the school, how was the off season?
It's the off season, Guys are going to be busy with all sports. Waupun, we're big into sports there. We got a phenomenal baseball program going on, so a lot of Legion balls going on there for us here in Waupun. But staying busy. Guys are obviously working and making that money, but also doing what they can athletically as well. And whether it's baseball, basketball, football, you name it, just trying to stay active in that off season.
Chase, second team all-conference selection as quarterback. Talk about that for us in your off season.
Yeah, it was an honor to be able to be named second team all conference last year, and I kind of want to build on that season. That was my goal all off season, was just try to get to that first team nod this season. So that's just kind of been my focus.
Logan, first team all conference selection as wideout. Talk about that for us and what you're looking forward to maybe this year.
I couldn't have done it without Chase. I can only do so much, so I always give most of my praise to him because he's got to give me the ball at the end of the day. So, I got to get open, but he's got to make the right throw. He's got to make the right read. I think this year, just keep building off that first team and, maybe get that player of the year this year.
Isaiah, one of the guys leading the defense, right? Talk about that for us.
Feels good to lead some younger guys on the defense. Really just put that mentality in them of being aggressive.
Well, Coach, I had a question for you. Of course, you had great accomplishment last year getting to playoffs. And what things with this year's team, I know you got higher expectations this year. What do you see in your team that could get you, higher up in the conference and further in the playoffs? What do you see out of this team that really leads you to believe that can happen this season?
Yeah, every year we're looking at what can we improve on, what can we get better at. And it's just, my big thing that I'm still going to be preaching is just building that culture. This is, first year playoffs, very big for us, but we don't want it to be a one-time appearance. We want that to be a consistent thing every year. So building that culture and that team camaraderie and really getting the guys to believe in what we're doing and knowing that what we're doing is right, and we're going to see the rewards of that with their performance on and off the field. So just that dedication to it, staying moving and, being active and, being an active part in the football team.
Now, Chase, this is your third season as a starting quarterback. What do you see in yourself that's different from that sophomore year when you were the quarterback out there and you didn't look like a sophomore out on the field out there, looked like a full-grown man out there, but here you are a senior, and what's your roles? Have changed any? What do you see different in yourself going into your senior year?
Yeah, definitely just like a bigger mentorship role with some of the younger guys, being able to take them under my wing and really guide them to show what it means to play for this football program and what we do each and every day at practice and how we prepare for our games and just on the field, it's just more reps. Like, I've been able to get so much experience now these last 2 seasons, so it's just getting easier with time, just being able to read defenses and all that stuff.
Logan, I know I've asked you this before because you do have some pretty fancy footwork out there. I don't know if you take dance classes or anything like that, but who do you attribute the fancy footwork to get around people? You just have that nice, you just kind of read what the defender's doing and are able to get past him. That's pretty impressive last year.
I think I said it last year on a broadcast, but Jack Prawl, my father, I've always been doing like footwork stuff in the backyard, like ladder drills. He's always had me in pads since I was a young kid, so it's been great to have him as like my dad and be there for me for all those moments.
It's time to take control of your soil management. Turn to the Great Plains TerraMax, a versatile hybrid tillage solution offering variable intensity tillage for a variety of fall and spring field conditions. Create the ideal seedbed with a high-quality finish, level soils and remove ruts, and eliminate resistant weeds, all with one tool. Tillage is now on your terms with TerraMax. Visit Waupun Equipment Company today to learn more about hybrid tillage from Great Plains. TerraMax, for tillage on your terms.
A reminder for everyone that Bent's Automotive is open Monday through Friday from 7 a.m. until 5 p.m. and on Saturdays by appointment only. Keeping your vehicle in tip-top running condition is essential. Call 324-9962 for Bent's Automotive. Get the quality repair and maintenance services you need from the automotive technicians you can trust. Bent's Automotive at the corner of Carrington and Main Streets in beautiful downtown Waupun. Call 920-324-9962 to schedule your service or repair needs today.
And our good buddy Steve with us here, the Other Bar, Main Street in Waupun. Happy anniversary week. It's coming up very soon, Steve. Saturday, talk about that for us.
Well, let's hope the weather holds out. We got some good weather. We can set up a band outside. Kitty Corona will start at 8 o'clock that night. We'll have free food out during the day for customer appreciation. There'll be some specials going on during the day. We're going to be doing some drawings and some giveaways. You need to be present to win them. We'll try to do a few of them throughout the day so that when people are here, we can kind of keep them going. Good fun, good times, good beer, good staff, good customers. Let's have a good party.
And how many years, Steve?
14 years we're celebrating this year.
Yeah, I'd like to thank, of course, community for patronage, right?
Yeah, it's been a great place to hang a shingle out here, and I'm really happy that we're a part of this community, and it's been great to us, and we're going to try to give a little back to it and just have some fun. Keep it all nice and clean, good old-fashioned fun.
What time does it start Saturday?
Yeah, it starts at 11 o'clock when we open up. We'll have some food out then all day long. Band starts at 8, so it goes until we're done.
The Other Bar, Main Street, Waupun. Happy anniversary week, Steve. Thank you.
Thanks, Nick. Appreciate it.
Planning to build? You need Pinot. Whether it's a new home, remodel, or commercial project, you need a committed team that's dedicated to bringing your vision to reality. You need Pinot. After all, they've been doing it almost 50 years. To start your next project, go to rapinot.com. Check out their virtual design tool and turn your idea into action. That's rapinot.com and learn about the Pinot difference. Pinot. Build better for future generations.
The next 2 weeks that they're going to have New Holstein next week and the week after that Ripon. So again, a lot of road time for the Waupun Warriors, especially being the team that's the furthest east out of all the teams, except for New Holstein when we play them coming up. But other than that, all the conference games are definitely a travel to get to some of those places. Waupun, Chase Beam again under center. We saw some of the interview that we had from a couple nights ago. Chase just a stud out there, got a great arm. great. He threw for 1,766 yards and 20 touchdowns last year and had some really nice targets. Some of those are back on the field again for Waupun.
Yeah, I think he's matured, and I think he really understands the position better than he ever has, and I'm expecting big things out of Chase Beam. He certainly has the physical tools to get it done.
Yeah, this is his third year as the starting quarterback. Logan Paul, of course, one of his main targets out there for Waupun. And I tell you, he's an excitement. Once he gets that ball, he's not going to go down right away. He's got great footwork out there. He's got a great sense of getting in the open field and getting some more yards after catch. So it'll be a fun season to watch Logan Paul. He's very confident, and he's got some pretty high expectations for himself and for the team.
Yeah, he's not going to fly under the radar this year. Everybody knows about him. Even non-conference teams are knowing he's a first-team returning all-conference player, and I know that a little bit myself. I had a big junior year as a wide receiver for Waupun decades ago, and the next year everybody knows where you are at all times.
And then you got an interesting guy, I guess, one of those X factors out there, and he was already a pretty good player last year, but they're Owen Kloosterboer in there as a tight end this year. 6'4", 215, just a sophomore, but built like a pretty big senior out there, so we'll see how he mixes in there. Brennan Rediker and Caden Del Ponte, the other wide receivers, and then Graham Gopalin. There's the guy that we'd like to. He was excitement when he got the ball in his hand, and we really like seeing him on the field. What he does out there in special teams was really a great addition last year, catching those punts and those kickoffs in the air, returning them instead of letting him hit the ground and go another 20, 30 yards back. He was a big part of their success last year, offensively and defensively.
Yeah, he certainly is a kid that was, for Waupun, who struggled for some years, he was a kid that kind of flipped the field, especially on those special teams. And he's not the biggest guy, but he's a tough kid, I'll tell you what. And he could have a surprise, huge season as well.
So we're going to take a break right now. We'll come back with the starting lineups, and we'll be back with Waupun starting out their 2025 season at Pardeeville against the Bulldogs. Back right after this on Radio Plus Sports.
This game is powered by C. Broxma Electric of Waupun. C. Broxma Electric has serviced the electrical needs for Waupun and the surrounding area for over 18 years. From small residential jobs to agricultural, industrial, and commercial jobs, they do it all. For quality work and prompt, courteous service, contact your State of Wisconsin licensed electrical contractor in our area. C. Broxma Electric at 920-319-1614 or check them out online at cbelectric.net.
We make you feel at home and auto sales. Great selection and a price that's low. You'll find friendly smiles and a warm hello every time. We make you feel at home and auto sales. Every time we make you feel at home and auto sales.
Home and Auto Sales is a proud sponsor of high school sports.
Did you know that Ergo Bank of Marquezan and Fox Lake offers Kasasa Rewards checking accounts? All Kasasa Rewards accounts include refunds on ATM withdrawal fees. When you meet the monthly qualification criteria, there's no monthly maintenance fee and no minimum balance requirement. Best of all, you get rewarded for things you probably do anyway, such as using your debit card and setting up a direct deposit. Discover the benefits of opening a Kasasa Rewards checking account at Ergo Bank of Marquezan and Fox Lake.
This game is powered by C. Broxma Electric of Waupun. C. Broxma Electric has serviced the electrical needs for Waupun and the surrounding area for over 18 years. From small residential jobs to agricultural, industrial, and commercial jobs, they do it all. For quality work and prompt, courteous service, contact your State of Wisconsin licensed electrical contractor in our area. C. Broxma Electric at 920-319-1614 or check them out online at cbelectric.net.
How do you make everyone's favorite buffet even better? How do you make the country's best chicken even more exciting? How do you make Thursday the best night ever? Wing night at Pizza Ranch. Boneless and traditional. A variety of sauces. All the wings you want, plus all your other buffet favorites. The country's best wing night is here. Taking flight Thursday nights only at Pizza Ranch. Everyone's favorite buffet.
And they just got this all lined because I was here 3 days ago. There was no lines on this field yet, so they just had like the outside square of it. Now they've got it all lined up nice and ready to go here for opening night. Switching his number from 10 to 0. He is a 5'10", 150. Del Ponte, a 6'3", 185-pound senior. Brendan Redeker, junior. Logan Prawl, 6'3", 175-pound senior. And then their tight end, Owen Kloosterboer, 6'4", 215-pound sophomore. Let's take a look at that offensive line. I'd like to hear that Gould name in the lineup because I remember Cody Gould and out there during some really glory years back in the mid-2000s for Waupun. Some great seasons, really a dominating player out there. And his son Noah out there, just a junior, 5'10", 244 pounds under center. The left side of the line, the left guard, is Adrian Gishwind. Do you know how to say that name?
I do not.
That's one I should have asked about. He's going to be actually the left tackle. They switched that around. And Sawyer Bruins will be the left guard. Braden Krause is the right guard, and right tackle will be Jack Toutant. And that is a starting lineup offensively for the Waupun Warriors.
Yeah, Toutant, Gould, and we got Bruins. Those three guys have got a lot of experience under their belt, and Gould only a junior, but he's been playing for 3 years on varsity as well. So their offensive line is going to be pretty solid, I believe.
Pardeeville, the Bulldogs, coached by Robert Herring, and got a chance to talk to him. Very nice guy to talk to before the game. We got here fairly early here, so a little over an hour before game time. Got a chance to talk to Coach Herring, and they play in the Eastern Suburban Conference. It's a little bit like Waupun. You play in a totally different conference than the rest of your teams play in. But the Eastern Suburban Conference, and Cambridge won the conference last year, 7-0. But I guess talking to a coach down there, they lost a lot of their players from last year, and they really kind of expect Marshall to be the top team in this conference. So they said you kind of look for them. Pardeeville finished second at 6-1, and they were 8-2 overall. Lost their first game right away in playoff last year to end early. Waupun will receive first, and we are ready to kick off the 2025 season. Randy, let's go.
Yeah.
Ball's kicked off over to the right side and picked up by, well, nobody's grabbing it. Ewert over there. He kind of stepped away from it, and then he needed the senior experience coming over there.
Ball or what, but yeah, kind of credit Gopalin for coming in, sliding and covering that ball. And we talked about him. He's a game changer, not only on special teams, but in the backfield and as a receiver, out of the backfield. But yeah, his mark as a special teams player is huge.
Okay, and I talked to Elijah Ewert's dad, and he said he'd call him Eli, but his mom said if you're mad at him, if he does something bad, they can call him Elijah. So, but here we go. First play of the season here for the Waupun Warriors. Beam back in the shotgun. Two receivers out to the left, one out to the right. Beam looks over to the sideline, gets it over in the hands of Logan Prawl down the sideline. We've got a penalty flag flying as over on that left side of Waupun's offense.
Yeah, and it's probably going to go against Waupun. It's a holding call. Out in space, too. After the ball was in Prawl's hand, that call was made, so somebody trying to block downfield.
They look pretty formidable, that offensive line. They got there's some big bodies out there for Waupun. Toutant 205, 6'2", and Krause's 230 pounds and 6 foot tall. Some big guys. Sawyer Bruin, 6'1", 230 pounds. And Adrian, just take a guess right now. So we'll probably talk to the coaches during one of the breaks. Gishwind is 6'4", 250 pounds. Some big guys out there. Two receivers out left, two out right. And handoff this time to Gopal, and breaks him and cuts off to his left, and he crosses the 40-yard line. He's got some blockers. Cuts up the field, gets past midfield, crosses the 35, still on his feet, and finally taken down at the 30-yard line. Wow, what a run for Waupun. That started before the 20.
That's about a 53-yard carry right there. Wow.
I tell you, a great job being very patient, too, because Graham could have ran past his blocking, but he stayed behind him and he kept his feet chopping out there, and he just kept on staying on his feet. They kind of bounced off him a little bit, and that was a great run and some great blocking downfield by the Waupun Warriors. After digging themselves a bit of a hole after that penalty, now 1st and 10 in Bulldog territory at the 30-yard line.
We wondered who was going to fill that running back role with a lot of players graduating that carried the ball last year. Oh, you just found one guy right there.
Great job there, Graham. Thirk in motion, left to right. 3 receivers now to the right. And Beam rolling off to his right. He's going to haul it in, and he's going to head up the field. Crosses.
There we go.
Boy, he lowered his shoulder, and that's what we expected to see all these years with him. And he's a big body to bring down, and he just bowls his way up to the 20-yard line on a 1st and 10 for the Waupun Warriors right at the 20. A nice 10-yard carry there by Chase Beam. I would not want to have to tackle him.
No, he's bigger and stronger than most linebackers. Way bigger and stronger than defensive backs. And Chase pretty shifty as himself, and he's fairly quick. Big guy, but he moves well.
Okay, as usual, just one runner running back in the backfield, and Beam is going back to pass, looking down the field, overshoots. He is intended receiver down there, Isaiah Thurk. And luckily he was over the defender's head, who was behind Thurk, and incomplete, so nothing hurt on that one. 2nd down and 10 for Waupun here. Early going in the ball game at Pardeeville High School. Steve and Randy with you, and the stream team with us too.
Yeah. Put your deodorant on, I hope, because it is like a.
I brought some in my bag. Yeah.
It's a sauna in here.
Get to the end of the season, and you're freezing even with your winter coat and mucklucks on and everything else. 2nd down and 10 now for Waupun. And they're going to give that to Graham, and he cuts off to his right, on his feet, crosses the 20, and into the end zone. A touchdown for Waupun from 20 yards out. Graham making it look easy, some nice blocking up front, then just that little cut off to his left, and boom, he was gone. 20-yard touchdown for Waupun. They get the early score in the ball game, leading now 6-0.
We heard a lot about this aerial game we might see out of Waupun, using a lot of 4 wideouts, and I'll tell you, they just found themselves a running back right there. He is shifty. He looks good.
If you can have that and you can have the passing game in there, man, that's a deadly combination.
Right now, I know the game just started, but yeah, he's averaging like 37 yards a carry. That's not bad.
Some good numbers.
Yeah.
Eli Ewart's coming in, and his dad did say that he could be doing some kicking, even practice a little bit earlier today. Can you take me onto the field? We're going to do a little kicking just to get back into again. So Ewart in to kick the extra point. That one gets past the Logan Prowl. So Ewart, who's a very guy that can throw the ball, cutting off to his right. He's just going to keep it, and the extra point no good for Waupun. So we're going to take a break. Be back with more of the first quarter right after this on RP Sports.
Say cheese. If you cringe when it's time to smile, come to Dentistry of Wisconsin in Beaver Dam and Waupun to make your grin big, bright, and beautiful. They can help with impactful solutions like implants, bridges, orthodontics like Sure Smile clear aligners. And if you're looking for simple smile enhancers, they offer tooth whitening and veneers. Give Dentistry of Wisconsin a call in Beaver Dam at 887-2112 or their Waupun office at 324-3881. You can also visit them online at dentistryofwisconsin.com. There has never been a better time to shop Werner Harmsen Furniture and Total Flooring, Main Street in downtown Waupun. Werner Harmsen is featuring a fashionable selection of furniture and flooring. That means remarkable savings on name brand furniture, top quality name brands at special competitive prices. You'll get the taste, quality, and personalized service that has separated the Werner Harmsen name from the best. Find their showroom in downtown Waupun. Werner Harmsen Furniture and Total Flooring. Taste, service, selection. It's worth the drive to beautiful downtown Waupun.
Okay, we are back. What an impressive drive for Waupun. Started with a penalty. That didn't look so good, but after that, Graham Gopal with a couple long runs and finally a 20-yard touchdown run. Waupun kind of in a close little formation. And
wow.
Boy, that's a boomer off the foot of Ewart down the field, taking it about the 40-yard line. And taking it back right now, Devin Jerome. A little bit of a different look as far as how they're set up to cover the kickoff, but Jerome takes it up past the 25 up to about the 27-yard line, and the Bulldogs will start their series off right there.
Yeah, good coverage by Corbin Grunwald. The entire Warrior team doing a good job. Grunwald getting down there with a big hit.
That was a big kick. That just exploded off the foot of Ewert. Just boom. That was good.
That was down to about the 2-yard line, maybe 1 yard line.
He took it at the 4. Yeah, I would have landed about the 2 or 1, but he took it right at the 4.
I know. That was a blast.
Here we go. Waupun with a 6-0 lead. We'll see what the defense looks like now for the Waupun Warriors. Julian Wells under center for the Bulldogs, and Waupun gets in, and there's nowhere to go. They try to take it around that left side in the hands of Wells, the quarterback, and Waupun all over it.
Yeah, led by Klostebor. Number of other.
Sawyer Bruins in that area, number 54 in that area, so a nice group tackle there by Waupun. No gain on the play, makes it a 2nd down and 10 yards to go for the Bulldogs.
You and I have to get used to these numbers and names a little bit. As we get into the season, we get better at it. But, yeah, Braden Krause as well, really filling a gap there.
2nd down and 10 now for Pardeeville. They're going to hand the ball off. Up the middle over to Carson Busson, and he gets tied up after about a 3-yard gain. Gets it up to the 30-yard line, so give him 3 on that one. Makes it a 3rd down and a long 7 to go now for the Bulldogs.
Thurk, Klostebor coming all the way from that right defensive end. That's a pretty good couple of defensive ends out there with Thurk and Klostebor. They're a couple of guys that are like 6'4" and right a little over 200 pounds.
Yeah, just prototypical defensive ends out there for Waupun. This time they were going to take it around the now throw it down the field, and that's a 1st down. Nice little job, fake handoff, play action, and in the hands of number 6. I don't think it's on our list here.
Yeah, that is number 6.
No 6 on the list, so number 6 gets it down. Even the PA announcer didn't have it from the Pardeeville here, but looks like he could be involved in a lot of stuff here, so hopefully we'll find out who number 6 is. But that's a nice little play, gets them into Waupun territory, and it's now a 1st and 10 at the Waupun 45-yard line.
Yeah, good tackle by Jacob Heeringa to come from behind and make a play there.
So the tight formation, nobody split out at all. Little pitch around the right side, and taking it over there is Busson, still on his feet, crosses the 35, then gets tripped up and gets himself a nice carry down to right around 1st down area at the 35-yard line.
Miles Sheridan with the big hit at the end of that run. Sheridan, the senior, it says on my sheet.
I just talked to his mom at the bank today, so she's pretty excited about the season with her son Kyler graduating, heading off to college now, and Miles getting the safety duty now for Waupun. So here we go, just shy of the 1st down by maybe 6 inches or so. Just outside the 35-yard line, and official taking a timeout.
Hey, Anthony, we have 3 number 9s here, and we have no idea who made that catch.
Yeah, local Pardeeville, PA guy too, wondering there's no update on their home rosters.
So keeping it well. It's going to be close. In the hands of Carson Busson, trying to go around the left side with it. It looks like it's about right where it was before. I think it's going to be close, but that could be still a little bit short. Just outside the 35-yard line over on the Waupun side.
Doesn't look like this crew is going to measure. We're going to say about a foot short.
Yeah, I think they might even lost an inch or so, but it looks pretty much close to where it was before.
They're trying to run the ball outside right at Klostebor. He's too much to handle over there.
Yeah, well, we'll see what they do on this one. A 3rd down and just inches, and they're gonna be close on. But a little push at the end might have got them right up to the 35-yard line, which should give them the 1st down on that carry.
Yeah, 2nd effort. It's Reese Whitting Richards for Waupun on the tackle. He's one of those interior defensive tackles.
Yeah, that's just inside the 35-yard line, but good job by Waupun, but they had to try to keep it from getting 6 inches, so that's a little tough to do. So a 1st and 10, Bulldogs on the move right now. Waupun leading 6-0, 7:43 and counting down here in the 1st quarter. A couple receivers split out to the right now for the Bulldogs. And they're going to hand it right up the middle. Decent little gain on that play into Carson Busson. It's going to pick up maybe 3 yards on the play, makes it a 2nd down and 7 yards to go. Ball sitting at the 32-yard line. Very the common offense you see a lot in high school. We see this a lot with those wing backs back there. Last second decision is going to keep the ball as a quarterback, little option stuff going on. Second down and 7 yards to go with the ball at the 32 of Waupun. And the quarterback's just going to take it right around the right side, gets himself inside the 30, still on his feet, cuts it back the other way. He's got room. And here goes the quarterback all the way to the end zone. Julian Wells getting it up the field, and a touchdown for the Bulldogs. Looks like it was kind of dead in the water around the right side, but he made a hard cutoff to his right. Then Wells took off and into the end zone from 32 yards out. And a touchdown. We're tied now at 6 apiece. Impressive drive there by the Bulldogs.
Impressive drive. Waupun maybe a little bit undisciplined on defense. I mean, they seem like they're the maybe the more dominant team out there, winning the line of scrimmage, but a couple of, at least one pass coverage miscue, and then a couple of plays. That kick misses wide right.
Yeah, so that one's no good, and we're going to take another break. Waupun and the Bulldogs now tied at 6 apiece, 6:43 left. Back after this on RP Sports.
Extend your vertical tillage options with a new Kuhn Krause Accelerator XT8010 available at Waupun Equipment Company in Waupun and Watertown. Proven Excalibur VT blades cut tough residue, creating a superior seed bed. Gang angle options of 1 to 5 degrees for true vertical tillage or 6 to 8 degrees for more aggressive tillage action. Mid-mounted tines redirect soil and residue flow ahead of rear gangs. Exclusive star wheel treaders brake clouds and anchor residue, while the 24/7 conditioning reel firms and finishes the seed bed. The Accelerator XT is available in RTK cut widths of 11 to 40 foot. Ask your dealer about the new Smart Soil Technology ISOBUS system for your new Accelerator XT.
Planning to build? You need Pinot. Whether it's a new home, remodel, or commercial project, you need a committed team that's dedicated to bringing your vision to reality. You need Pinot. After all, they've been doing it almost 50 years. To start your next project, go to rapinot.com. Check out their virtual design tool and turn your idea into action. That's rapinot.com and learn about the Pinot difference. Pinot. Build better for future generations.
Should have printed one out. Okay, we are back. Steve Witterhack and Randy Armgue with you, and Waupun is going to get the ball back. Eward takes it on the short part of the field and does a good job, hauls it in, and brings it up the field to the 40-yard line. So a nice job in that low-line driver just going up and grabbing it, heading up the field about 15 yards, 1st and 10 now for Waupun at their own 40-yard line.
That time Eward knew enough to go get the ball immediately and make the best of it. It's a good return.
Yeah, good senior leadership by Graham. You kind of look back at him, pretty sure he told him, you got to grab that thing. You can't let it get by you.
It's not a punt, You can't let him roll. That's, I'm sure.
Nice job there.
Eward knows that. I mean, it's just maybe first Friday night jitters.
That's a guy I think we're going to see a lot more of as the season goes along is Eli out in the field for Waupun. 2 receivers out left, 2 out right for the Warriors. Klusterboer in motion from left to right. Sets up. Right of the quarterback. And they're going to hand it off to Gopal again and on his feet. And he's going to get himself right around 7, maybe 8 yards on the play. Up to the 48-yard line. 8-yard run for Graham. Just nice chunks of yards.
Cody Callerood, Steve.
Oh, that was Callerood. Okay.
Yeah. Not familiar with that young man.
Got to put that in my little
He's
running back.
Senior, 6 foot, 195-pounder.
There's the other thing we got to figure out, too, is how to get all the numbers in order on the roster that they have for Waupun. Their numbers all over the place. You just can't quick look things up. Keller gets it again, and he's just, boy, there's another bull. He just goes straight up the field with it, no dancing around, and he's got himself up to the 43-yard line in Bulldog territory. That was a nice run, just tucked it in tight and headed up the field. Runs more like a fullback on that one where Gopalan's got the footwork going left and right, a little shifty, but that was just, I'm going to take it right up the field, and first down Waupun.
Yeah, Kellerud built like a fullback, 6 foot, 195 pounds. Perfect running back, fullback size.
Beam goes back to pass, looking, nobody to go to, so he's going to run it, and he's going to take it up, and he's going to gain maybe about 6 or 7 yards, 6 yards on the play up to about the 38-yard line. Good job, Mike Chase. Looked at all his options out there. Everybody well covered, so tucked it in, and that's another guy they got to worry about. You got a quarterback that can run the ball, too, and picks up 6 on the play.
That's what you'll see when you have one running back in the backfield, you have 4 wide outs and maybe a slot guy even, and that way you're spreading that field. There's going to be opportunities for him to run. You can see how far off the ball that the linebackers and defensive backs are playing here. They're worried about that deep threat.
3 receivers ended up over on the left side. Beam looking down the field. He's trying to find Logan Prawl, but overshoots him. Tried to get him right around the 10-yard line or so, but overshot him by a few yards. Incomplete pass makes it now a 3rd down and 4 yards to go for Waupun.
Waupun trying to put Prawl in motion and then run him on that little wheel route down the sideline. And as I said, Logan's gonna find out. Teams are gonna know where he is at all times. He's gonna see some double coverage. They're gonna definitely shade towards him at times. It's gonna create opportunities for some of the other players.
Yeah, you could tell there was somebody definitely shifting with him as he crossed the field from right to left. And give it to Callerud again. He's got himself a 1st down and inside the 30-yard line down to about the 38. Nice carry of about 6 yards on that one from Callerud, and Waupun 1st and 10 now at the 28-yard line.
That's what I said. Waupun, I mean, right now they just look like they're winning the war in the trenches, both defensively and offensively, and maybe just a few things mistake-wise they can clean up, and they look like they could be a dominant team here tonight.
So keeping Callerud out there. That's a nice little combo if you got him and Graham Gopal taking turns out there in that fullback position. I like what I see from that. Now 3 receivers off to the right. Beam looking over in that direction, and all alone here goes Klusterborg, hauls it in, and gets taken down maybe after about almost a 7 or 8 yard gain. He was in motion and then just kind of got behind all the other receivers kind of going up to do a little blocking, got it, and nice little gain there of 8 yards. It'll be a 2nd down and 2 yards to go for Waupun just inside the 21-yard line.
That is actually the first completion for Waupun. They had the completion to Prawl to open the game, but that was called back on a penalty.
Down to 4 minutes left here in the first quarter of action here at Pardeeville High School. Logan Prawl in motion. They're going to give it to Callerud, and he's just going to head up and see if he can get the 1st down, but he gets taken down right about the 20, so he's going to come up just a little bit short. Maybe gains a yard on the play, makes it a 3rd down and a yard to go now for Waupun.
Yeah, you're right, Steve. Roster being out of order is hard to find players, and then looking for number 77 for Waupun, he's not even on the roster, so I don't know.
Let's see if I got it on my other thing that no, I did not. Nothing on there for that either. So, yeah, it's a preseason game for everybody and opening night for everybody, so we'll get everything all squared away before the New Holstein game. 3 receivers to the left looking up the field. Klusterborg gets it, sure hands, gets him inside the 15-yard line down at about the 11-yard line. Picks up about 9 yards on the play. Just outside of the 10. Nice. That's so you want those big tight ends like that with the good hands. You want them to just head up the field just a little ways, then they'll go and they'll grab that ball for you and get you the yards you need.
Yeah, kid as big as Klusterborg, he can just shield off those defenders with his back and his butt and create a little space, and yeah, then it's hard to bring down.
1st and 10 at the 11-yard line. Callery gets the handoff, and again, just what he's been doing since he's coming in, getting positive yards and heading right up the field. Picks up right around 4 yards up to the 7-yard line. So we're going to give him maybe 5 on that one. 2nd down and about 5 to go.
That's Callerud's 5th carry in the game just since he came in, so
yeah,
been a workhorse.
Yeah, he's just your traditional fullback back there, and he's just to tuck that ball in tight and take it right up the middle. And the Beam's going to keep it. Tries to jump over the defender, but he does get it inside the 5-yard line down to about the 3. So picks up not quite enough to get the 1st down, just about a yard out from getting that as the ball put down right about the 3-yard line. 3rd down and a yard to go for Waupun. And we did get these other numbers we can add to the Pardeeville roster, so we'll have to get those in there too. It was Brady Dogner who had that nice catch, number 6, out there earlier in the game. Beam back to pass with a short yardage play, and that's going to go off the hands of Prawl going up trying to haul it in, and some nice defense there by Carson Busson to be right on and make some contact. This is going to get the ball, and off from Prahl's hands, incomplete, makes it a 4th down and 1. And getting set up here to go for it with a 4th and 1 at about the 3-yard line.
There's that back shoulder throw there, right? Just put the ball right at the pylon and let your receiver go up and try and make a play.
We'll see what they decide to do. The quarterback keep up the middle, but he did not get, did not get to where he needed to be. Maybe he got back to the line of scrimmage, and that is it. Waupun's going to turn it over on downs. And Waupun will give it up, give it back to the Bulldogs in a 6-6 ball game, 1:43 left. Nice defense there by the Bulldogs, and maybe not a real hidden executed play there by Waupun.
Yeah, I think that snap came early. I don't believe Chase Beam was ready for the ball. He almost didn't see it coming on that shotgun snap, and just decided to tuck it in and try and get that yard squeezed out. But yeah, that play was broken right from the beginning.
Okay, so Waupun switches over to defense. And quarterback Wells is going to take him on the left side. He's got himself a 1st down and more. Just makes it pretty easy and runs out of bounds. And he got there well before anybody on that edge got over there. Just simply got the snap and headed around the left side. And Julian Wells doing what his predecessor was doing last year. Quarterback Logan Young, who ran for 1,126 yards last year. He was their main rusher and, of course, the quarterback that threw all the passes all over the field. But right now Wells looks like he's getting a little confidence in the position at the quarterback for the team. And now we're going to go around the left side with it in the hands now of Goletka. He gets past, gets the edge, and he's going to get knocked out of bounds at the end, right around the 35-yard line. And he picks up about 13 yards or so on the play. And right now, Waupun getting beat around the edge, both sides on this drive, and the ball's up to the 35-yard line of Pardeeville.
Sometimes Waupun just chasing the ball a little bit too much inside. And when you watch Packer player interviews and maybe big-time college, like the Badgers, those type of player interviews, they always say you have to trust your teammates and just do your job. And I think that's what Waupun has to do a little better job of right now. Too many guys chasing the ball.
Yeah, a fake handoff, pass off to the left side, in and out of the hands of number 7, Carson Bussin. We did get a note that maybe 77 might be Jack Toutant. There's no 76 out there, which
okay,
I'm not sure.
That would make sense. Yeah, that looks like it could be his size.
Yeah,
he's a big kid too. Yeah, maybe.
Yeah, no names on the back, and then the number's wrong.
I know. We apologize, folks, but yeah, we can only work with what we're given.
Yeah, we'll get that cleaned up. We'll have a little meeting with the coach to get some of the numbers right. 2nd down and 10. Wells gets it. He's going to pitch it out last second on the hands of Goletka. Breaks a tackle, gets the edge again, and gets himself about an 8-yard gain up to about the 42-yard line. So maybe give him a 7 on that one. It'll be a 3rd down and about 3 yards to go. And right now, Waupun having trouble getting beaten out to the either side of the field, and got to cut those runs off.
That was a good fill by one of the defensive backs coming up and just didn't make the tackle. Kind of whiffed on the tackle and allowed him to pick up that additional yardage. And Waupun, they need to make a stand right now. I think they're the better team here. And
let's see, here we go. 3rd down and 3 yards to go. We're getting down to almost the minute mark here in the quarter. Going to hand it to Goletka up the middle. He's going to come up short. Maybe gains about a yard in the play up to about the 43, just shy of the 43. So it's going to be 4th down and about 2 yards to go. 1 minute and counting down here in quarter number 1, a 6-6 ball game on your new medical integrated healthcare scoreboard.
Yeah, Elijah Gonzalez there, the big 5'8", 250-pound defensive lineman. He's doing a job up front along with Clostebor on that tackle. Looks like Pardeeville's going to go for it here, Steve, on their own 43-yard line.
Yeah, they're getting a little confidence here in this ball game, and 4th down and 2, big play in the ball game in the early part of the game. Closing seconds of the half, and they're going to try to just help each other off. And Waupun is up to the task around the left side, and they push him back. And they do not get it. They're going to mark him short by about a yard, half a yard or so, but a nice job. One of those things where the quarterback decides last second, am I going to keep it, going to give it up? And while they were deciding that, Waupun's left side of their defensive line said, we'll decide for you. You're going to all go backwards. So nice job on that left side of the line.
Yeah, that's officials taking a look here, but I don't think that's even that close.
Yeah, I don't think 77. There's a 76 out there, and that definitely looks like Jack Toutant.
Right, yeah, he's a little thinner. That looks more like Jack. I agree. I do not know who. I apologize for not knowing who that is. Yeah, he's a little thicker and heavier than Toutant.
Maybe between the quarters here, but
he's a big guy, though.
They got a pretty good mark on that one. We'll see what they give him on this, but they're going to bring it from the other side of the field. Everybody to get out of the way so they can measure this up. 18 seconds left, and a big decision here with the chains coming out.
They are telling me Adrian Dishwin. I don't know if I pronounced that right or not. Adrian Dishwin.
Gishwin? That's the guy that we were with the G, the Gishwin?
Gishwin, yeah, that was it. So
That's
he's wearing 77.
Okay.
Okay.
Oh, they're giving it to him.
What?
I didn't think that he got even close to where the line of scrimmage was before. But friendly mark on that one.
Yeah, that was, I would just said that was not even within a yard.
No. I think that I was wondering why they were measuring, because I thought that you didn't even get back to the line of scrimmage.
And now where they're placing the ball, looks like it was because the down marker was way closer to the 45. Wow.
Yeah, so a friendly mark on that one, and a first down for the Bulldogs, winding up the clock, and they might just let it run down and get to the second quarter. But here we are tied up at 6 apiece, and we are going to take a break. Be back with the second quarter in a 6-6 ball game here at Pardeeville. Steve and Randy will be back right after this with the second quarter on Radio Plus Sports.
We make you feel at home and auto sales. Great selection and a price that's low. You'll find friendly smiles and a warm hello every time. We make you feel at home and auto sales. Every time we make you feel at home and auto sales.
Home and Auto Sales is a proud sponsor of high school sports.
And our good buddy Steve with us here, the Other Bar, Main Street in Waupun. Happy anniversary week. It's coming up very soon, Steve. Saturday. Talk about that for us.
Well, let's hope the weather holds out. We got some good weather. We can set up a band outside. Kitty Corona will start at 8 o'clock that night. We'll have free food out during the day for customer appreciation. There'll be some specials going on during the day. We're going to be doing some drawings and some giveaways. You need to be present to win them. We'll try to do a few of them throughout the day so that when people are here, we can kind of keep them going. Good fun, good times, good beer, good staff, good customers. Let's have a good party.
And how many years, Steve?
14 years we're celebrating this year.
I'd like to thank, of course, community for patronage, right?
Yeah, it's been a great place to hang a shingle out here, and I'm really happy that we're a part of this community, and it's been great to us, and we're going to try to give a little back to it and just have some fun. Keep it all nice and clean, good old-fashioned fun.
What time does it start Saturday?
Yeah, it starts at 11 o'clock when we open up. We'll have some food out then all day long. Band starts at 8, so it goes until we're done.
The Other Bar, Main Street, Waupun. Happy anniversary week, Steve. Thank you.
Thanks, Nick. Appreciate it.
Brady dog. Okay, we are back, ready for the second half. Trying to fill in all the correct names.
Second quarter.
Quarter.
It's non-conference for everyone, all of us too, and we're trying to work through some technical difficulties and.
Technical. Everything's going good with that now, but now we're just some of the names on the rosters, even for the home team, not all included. They had 3 number 9s, but they were actually number 5, 6, and 9. But Waupun now sitting here on their heels right now, and quarterback Wells going off to his left, goes up the field and completes it in with about a 5-yard gain on that one. Nice job scrambling away from a hot pursuit for the Waupun defense, and Carson Bussin gets the pass, gains 5. It'll be a 2nd down and 5 to go with the ball just short of midfield at the 49-yard line of the Bulldogs.
Bit of a shot put pass there under extreme pressure, able to get it done.
Okay, a 2nd down and 5. Early going of the second quarter here at Pardeeville High School. Playing with some confidence right now against Waupun. Fake handoff. Wells takes it off to the right side, gets it back in the hands again of Bussin, and he's on his feet yet. Crosses the 30-yard line, cuts back, still on his feet. And he's going to take it inside the 10 and finally gets knocked out of bounds. And defensive troubles right now for Waupun. Getting beat time and time again.
Yeah, it's a little bit poor tackling and a little bit of blown assignments there. Guys just finding themselves wide open. Those are correctable. That's the good news because they look like they have enough ability and size and strength here to be a quality team. But right now they got some things to clean up.
Here we go. A first down and goal now with the ball at the 8-yard line. Here come the Bulldogs. You got a nice little game plan against Waupun, keeping them a little off balance out there and showing some speed in the corners. Wells is going to keep it, crosses the 5, and he's into the end zone, and they made it look easy. An 8-yard run by Julian Wells right up the gut. No one there for Waupun. Waupun now trailing this game 12-6. 10:45 left here in the first half.
Anthony Stolinas for Pardeeville coming off the field limping. He was having issues before that play but stayed on the field. But now he looks like he's seriously injured. He's coming off to the bench and getting some work done.
Noah Black in to kick the extra point. First one didn't go real well, so they got it down. And this one looking a whole lot better, and that goes to the upright. Waupun now trailing 13-6. 10:45 left here in the half. Back after this with more Warrior football on RP Sports.
Extend your vertical tillage options with a new Kuhn Krause Accelerator XT8010 available at Waupun Equipment Company in Waupun and Watertown. Proven Excalibur VT blades cut tough residue, creating a superior seed bed. Gang angle options of 1 to 5 degrees for true vertical tillage or 6 to 8 degrees for more aggressive tillage action. Mid-mounted tines redirect soil and residue flow ahead of rear gangs. Exclusive star wheel treaders, brake clods, and anchor residue, while the 24/7 conditioning reel firms and finishes the seed bed. The Accelerator XT is available in RTK cut widths of 11 to 40 foot. Ask your dealer about the new Smart Soil Technology ISOBUS system for your new Accelerator XT.
The John Deere Gator XUV lets you cut, pack, drive, scout, weld, stack, feed, pull, load, tow, spray, and haul, all in a single day. With a redesigned, fully customizable cargo box and a towing capacity of up to 4,000 pounds. You just have to get in the seat.
Visit Ballweg Implement, Highway 68 West Waupun and Ballweg Turf and Leisure North of Spring Street and Beaver Dam. Just have to get in the seat with Ballweg Implement.
Okay, Waupun finds themselves down by 7, 13-6, getting the ball back. And in the hands of Graham Gopalin at the 22-yard line. Heads up the left side, still on his feet, fighting his way up towards midfield. Finally taken down right around the 46 or 47-yard line.
That's our guy right there. We talked about that in our pregame. Gopalin, a game changer.
He surprised us last year. We really never looked at him as a football guy before. We never saw him play football before. And all of a sudden, boy, he just right away stood out. The things he was doing on special teams, and we got the ball as a receiver. I like him as a running back, though. He's been doing very impressive so far in the ball game. Gets it up to the 46-yard line. 1st and 10, Waupun.
Yeah, he's got 2 carries for 73 yards and a touchdown. That's a pretty good start. Yeah, and then he took a long break here and got some rest.
Yeah, it wasn't in the last drive. They took him out and brought another very good running back in with Callerud. But 1st and 10 now for Waupun. In motion, Waupun Logan Prawl heading off to the left side of the field. And they're going to give it to Gopalin. Nice job. Could have got taken down after about a yard gain, but he just got on his feet enough to shoot forward up to the 50-yard line, right at midfield. 4-yard gain makes it 2nd down and 6 yards to go now for the Warriors. 10-20 and counting down here in the first half. Nice facility here. Great people. I saw a lot of friendly people when I talked to them here. We came here a few days ago, talked to the principal, David Wells, and they're going to give it back to Gopalin again. Spins around and looks like he's going to get himself a 1st down past the 45-yard line of Pardeeville. And it is a 1st down. Moving the sticks right now, so nice job just spinning away from the defender, getting the yards needed. Now 1st down and 10 with the ball sitting just outside the 43-yard line of Pardeeville.
Gopalin, he's been very impressive tonight. Kick returner, he can return punts. Nerves of steel.
Beam again looking back, looking for Prawl again, and goes, and he is all past the defense and brings it in. A big play there for Waupun. Started at the 44-yard line and
right at the 10. So
nice job, 34 yards down to the 10-yard line. The nice connection. Beam looking for him all the way and hit Logan Prawl. You can tell going right down the sideline, showing that speed, getting past the defenders and laying it right in there is Beam. Nice job by Prawl to haul it in and get the big first down for Waupun. 1st and 10 now at the Pardeeville 10-yard line.
I thought when Beam first let it go that he had overthrown Paul, but nice job of running under it, showing the wheels. A little bit of confusion here.
Yeah.
Chase Beam directing traffic.
Okay, here we go. 1st and 10 for Waupun at the 10-yard line of Pardeeville. In motion, 3 receivers now off to the right side. Beam looking towards the right side, looks in the end zone and in the hands of a very sure-handed Logan Prawl. Hauls it in and made it look pretty easy on that one. Waupun now trailing by a point now, 13-12 with 9:36 left. A quick response there by Waupun after trailing 13-6 at one time in this ball game. Just a little over a minute to get it in the end zone down to the other end of the field.
Chase Beam says, I know my guy. I'm going to him right here a couple of times. And Prawl able to answer that call and make a couple of nice plays. It was funny, before that play, Beam actually called Prawl over to him, and they had like a 6-second discussion back there. You think on defense you'd say, hey, this might be going to him.
Yeah, and they did. And they couldn't stop it. Right now, Waupun with 4 receivers out to the left and 1 out to the right. Beam looks off. They give it over to Graham Gopal and dives into the end zone for the 2-point conversion. And Waupun now gets the lead back, now leading 14-13, but 9:36 left. Impressive drive there by the Waupun Warriors, and we'll be back with more of the first half right after this on RP Sports.
Hello, back pain sufferers. This is Dr. Randall Blahoviak with New Med Integrated Healthcare. Are you struggling to find a solution for the constant neck and back pain that's keeping you from enjoying life? Maybe you're wondering if you should go the medical route, or maybe you're even thinking about giving chiropractic a try. Well, now you don't have to decide between the two. At New Medical Center in Waupun, you can have the best of both worlds. Let our team of experienced medical professionals and chiropractors design a treatment plan to get you back to living a pain-free life. The healthcare team at New Medical Center will assess your condition and give you a combination of options, both medical and chiropractic, to choose from. With over 30 years of experience treating back pain, you can be assured that the team at New Medical Center will discover and address the source of your pain. Don't waste another minute trying the same old failed strategies. Let New Medical Center help get you back to living your best pain-free life. Call New Medical Center now at 920-324-9899. That's 920-324-9899. Or visit us on the web at newmedicalctr.com.
Okay, we are back. Waupun with a quick answer, a touchdown in the hands of Logan Prawl from 10 yards out, then a 2-point conversion good from Gopalin. And taking it back and cutting off to his right, a nice job by Eli Ewert, stopping number 7, Carson Bussin, from making a hard cut to his right. And he might have went for a while, but a good job by Ewert, a very sure-handed tackle there. Goes down to the 36-yard line. 1st and 10 now for the Bulldogs to see if Waupun's defense is up to the task. They've been faltering a little bit here in the first half.
Yeah, they've been a little bit undisciplined, letting Pardeeville get to the edge and down the sideline, and to see our defensive ends maybe a little bit upfield before they head to the backfield.
Okay, they're going to hand it right up the middle in the hands of Devin Jerome, and he's going to get himself right up to the 40-yard line. He's going to pick up around 3-4 yards on the play. Makes it a 2nd down and 6 yards to go at the 40-yard line of the Bulldogs.
Adrian Gishwin, the first one there. He's only a sophomore, Steve, 6'4", 250 pounds. They noticed, yeah, he stands out on the field. He is a big man. They're all big across the front here for Waupun. Yeah.
It's a good sight out there. Like I said, we just got to take care of business with these running teams like this, which are going to see almost every week, week after week.
Waupun has 3 defensive linemen, 6'4".
Handing off again over to Bussin, and he's going to get himself right up to about the 44-yard line. Going to be a couple yards short of the first down. 3rd down and 2 yards to go for the Bulldogs.
Alumni night here for the cheer squad.
Yeah.
Heard the PA guy saying he was announcing some of the participants in their graduation year, like in the middle 70s. So
yeah, there was some people that graduated from high school before you and I did that are out there too.
And these girls are approaching late 60s to 70 years old. They're getting out here and high kicking with the young ladies.
3rd down and long, 2. They're going to snap it right back over to Wells, and he's got himself, it looks like a first down. Just straight back in the shotgun, grabs it, and as he gets it, he's just on a dead run right up the middle to get that first down. So they're moving the sticks. First down for the Bulldogs.
We got ourselves a good football game here tonight. 2 teams that are showing that they belong on the field.
I'm excited about that. We're doing all of the Waupun games. We've once in a while take a few breaks from it, but we're doing all of the Waupun games, Randy and I. And I'm also going to be covering some Waupun volleyball games, maybe 1 game a season starting in September. We'll be doing that. Going to hand it in the middle, and nice job. The Warriors in there to stop that play. It looked like Thurk might have got him wrapped up first, and the rest of his teammates came in and helped clean it up. Yeah, that was definitely Isaiah Thurk in to wrap him up initially.
Thurk, one of those 6'4" guys I mentioned there. So they got Kloosteboer at 6'4", Thurk at 6'4". Right now, I'm not sure who else is in there. They got a couple new guys. They're rotating guys. Whitting Richards, 6'1", 2 1/4. Big fellows.
Wells gets a snap in motion. He's going to keep it around the right side, and Waupun's defense all over it. No gain on that. Maybe gets it up to the line of scrimmage. It's going to be a 3rd down and 9 yards to go. See if Waupun can get a stop here, leading 14-13 with under 7 to play and counting down here in the first half.
Plenty of time yet for both teams to actually put on a drive. If Waupun can get a stop here, should get the ball back maybe around the 5-minute mark. Plenty of time to try and go down the field.
Waupun scored in just a little over a minute on their answer to the score by the Bulldogs earlier. Kind of speeds it up a little bit when you got Graham Gopal in and he gets those extra yards for you. Pretty impressive. And finally making those connections with Logan Prawl, too, with Beam and Prawl connecting a few times for a touchdown. And Wells is rolling off to his left, looks up the field, a wide open receiver, and that's going to be a first down for the Bulldogs. That goes in the hands of Brady Dogner, the guy that we did not know who he was. Now, definitely know him now. That's his 2nd catch of the ball game. He gets it inside the 40 down to about the 37-yard line, 1st and 10 for the Bulldogs.
I'm not sure if it's scheme or what, if Waupun's going to some zone stuff, but yeah, these guys are wide open.
Yeah, just a little fake handoff play action, and boom, there's guys open down the field.
Yeah, there's definitely some things that need to get cleaned up, and maybe Waupun just needs to go to straight man defense and cover your guy.
Okay, we got a flag before the play takes off, and offsides on Waupun. That's going to make
had to line up offside. That was a pre-snap penalty, so yeah.
It makes it a first down, 5 yards to go, and the ball gets inside the 35-yard line down to about the 33-yard line. So, making it a little easier on the Bulldogs with 5:49 left here in the first half. 1 point lead for Waupun, 14-13 after converting that 2-point conversion after the touchdown to get the lead back. Wells gets a snap, and you'll hand it off going around the left side, and nowhere to go for Devin Jerome. Maybe he loses a little bit on that play. Looks like it's just outside the 33-yard line, and 2nd down and about 5 yards to go.
Wesley Coons on the tackle. Senior linebacker for Waupun.
A little worried about the edges more than the middle, where it seems like we're taking care of inside the tackles pretty good, but after that it's been having a little trouble. See if they can, if they're up to the task now. 2nd down and long 5 to go. And keeping it is Wells, looks down the field, another open receiver, and again finding number 6, Dogner open again, and he gets it inside the 15, and a flag at the end of that play, and that could be some extra yardage tacked onto this one.
I think they're going to say late hit out of bounds right there. That's about the only call we saw.
They're finding Dogner open too easy. He's
just running into the flat, and you're right. He's literally nobody on defense from Waupun within 6 or 7 yards of him multiple times.
They pick up the flag or something? Because the clock has been running the whole time. And, it looks like
they're talking. The clock should be stopped, guys.
Maybe they didn't stop him. Oh, they're pointing the other way. Yeah, they lost about 25, 30 seconds on that one. Yeah, right now the coach, the penalty, they pointed at Waupun at first.
Right.
And but now they went the other way with it. It's a penalty on the Bulldogs, and the clock kept on running for. So they're going to put 30 seconds back on. The clock makes it 4:38. So communications, a quick fix there. Good job by the crew.
Sure what that penalty was all about. It looked like to me the only possibility might have been a late hit out of bounds, but got somebody for doing something over there on the sideline.
So rolling on the left is Wells, and he's going to keep it, and he's going to get taken down eventually right around the 15-yard line. So gets a lot of that back and got himself down to a second down and 2 yards to go.
Brennan Rudiker on the tackle.
Valuable seconds coming off the clock here, getting under 4 minutes left. I'm just having trouble with the speed and some of the steps in the offense of the Bulldogs. Looking pretty solid here, confident. Second down, about 1.5 yards to go for the Bulldogs. They pitch out the right side, and that's going to be first down right around the 5-yard line on the carry by Devin Jerome.
Another flag.
And we got a penalty at the end of it, well after the play was over and way past that area.
It's got to be another personal foul type of penalty because that came after the play was over. Holding. Wow.
Yeah, that's going to push it back, but again, Waupun's got to do something defensively to take advantage of the situation. So they got that ball inside the 10-yard line, moving it back, and still going back with it right now where they're going to set it down.
That was a very late flag for a holding type penalty. Almost after the tackle was complete and everything, flag came in.
Yeah. Holding on the play. Because I thought that was well after the play was done. I saw a flag pop in there, but that's costly penalty. Takes them outside the 20, about the 24-yard line. Second down and 11. They're going to pitch out left side. Another flag flies, and coming around the left side. And a little
horse collar.
Horse collar is going to get called at the end of that, but there was also another penalty flag down as Devin Jerome was running around the left side. So penalty early in that play, and then that little horse collar by Waupun as they took Devin Jerome down along the sideline.
Yeah, they're going to get Hayden Gibbs for Waupun with grabbing right in the back of the shoulder pads there. They get that every time. Those are easy to call.
Yeah. Yeah, we had it called as it was happening.
Yes.
We had it called up here. Yeah, so a couple of penalties on Waupun, declining the first penalty and taking the horse collar, and that's going to really switch things in favor of the Bulldogs after that. Double whammy on Waupun. 3:18 left, and they're going to mark this one off. It's going to be a good place here for the Bulldogs.
They didn't have that penalty back in the day.
No.
Everybody got grabbed by the back of the neck or shoulder pads and ripped down.
Taking it way down to about the 6 or 7 yard line. First and goal now for the Bulldogs. Down marker says second. He's going to switch back to first now. Now they said
stop the clock. A timeout.
We got a timeout taken by Waupun, and we're going to take a timeout ourselves back after this on RP Sports.
Say cheese. If you cringe when it's time to smile, come to Dentistry of Wisconsin in Beaver Dam and Waupun to make your grin big, bright, and beautiful. They can help with impactful solutions like implants, bridges, orthodontics like Sure Smile clear aligners. And if you're looking for simple smile enhancers, they offer tooth whitening and veneers. Give Dentistry of Wisconsin a call in Beaver Dam at 887-2112 or their Waupun office at 324-3881. You can also visit them online at dentistryofwisconsin.com.
Okay, we're back. Boy, a seesaw thing going on here at the end of this half, but Waupun now in big trouble to give up the lead here with the ball sitting at the 7-yard line, a first down and goal. And definitely a few things to work on. That's why you do these non-conference games before you get into conference, to work on things that we've been seeing out here, especially defensively for Waupun. Offense looks good, defense having their trouble.
Yeah, they've been giving up the edge to the rushing game way too much. And then a little bit of trouble in pass coverage here. Too many guys wide open. 8 or 10 or 15 yards down the field, just find themselves completely uncovered. So I don't know if that's a scheme situation or just not getting it done.
Here we go. Plenty of time left on the clock with 3:17 left after that timeout taken by Waupun. And here we go. They're going to hand it off to number 3, Devin Jerome, and he's got himself just inside the 5-yard line before he's taken down. So picks up about 2 yards on the play, makes it a second down and goal with the ball sitting just inside the 5. Yeah, Waupun volleyball will definitely be following them, a game a week pretty much throughout the season. Amanda Hopp, the new coach over there. I'm pretty excited about that. Amanda was part of a couple championships. She was the setter on a couple championship volleyball teams, and a real nice stretch of volleyball for Waupun when they won 5 in a row. Wells back, gets a snap and keeps it, passes it out the right side, getting a complete pass in. Is that in the end zone?
Yes.
Into Kingston Galetka. And nice little hand-up upon kind of selling out defensively, trying to stop that run up the middle. And Wells pulls it back and finds Galetka. He battles his way in the end zone, and touchdown Pardeeville, and puts them up with 2:29 left, 19-14.
This game is turning into a shootout here on offense. I don't know if I would credit really good offense or maybe a little bit of defensive struggles for both teams.
And kicker again, and he's definitely found his range after that first miscue. A couple good in a row, and now it's 20-14 in favor of Pardeeville. Take a break, back after this on RP Sports.
The John Deere Gator XUV lets you cut, pack, drive, scout, weld, stack, feed, pull, load, tow, spray, and haul, all in a single day. With a redesigned, fully customizable cargo box and a towing capacity of up to 4,000 pounds. You just have to get in the seat.
Visit Ballweg Implement, Highway 68 West Waupun and Ballweg Turf and Leisure North of Spring Street in Beaver Dam. Just have to get in the seat with Ballweg Implement.
Okay, we are back at Pardeeville High School, and nobody's stopping anybody here. We got stopped at Waupun did on that one drive way deep into Pardeeville territory, but Waupun has not stopped the Bulldogs really in this ball game yet. They trail now 20-14, 2:29 left, and see if Waupun can get that lead back here before the end of the half. Definitely have the horses to do it out there, the receiving core and the running game that Waupun has.
See if Gopal can get himself a nice return again, and maybe Waupun have a shorter field.
Got a real long kick there, and that one's going to check up, and in the hands of Gopal, kicks out to the left, see if he can get some positive yards. He does, crosses the 30, making something out of nothing past the 40-yard line. And a nice run back. It looks like that was going to be dead right there at the 25-yard line, but Gopal picks it up and gets it up past the 40-yard line. Nice job there by Graham Gopal. I think the rest of his teammates are ready just to say, let's just jump on it and take it right here, but ends up getting a nice gain after that.
Yeah, Waupun with only 58 yards to go, and they can reach the end zone here with 2:20 left in this first half.
Yeah, they did it in a little over a minute on their last time they got the ball back after Pardeeville got the lead. Waupun answered just a little over a minute after that. So they said they've got the offense to do it.
They got Prawl in the lineup here. See if they can get the ball in the hands of their playmaker.
So 3 receivers split out to the right. Beam rolling off to his right now and looks up the field, and he's got an open receiver. Oh, and that's in and out of the hands of Owen Klosterboer just outside the 30-yard line, and he would have got that on a dead run and headed right up the field, but
yeah, that was
in and out of his hands, incomplete. That does stop the clock at 2:13, but a perfectly thrown ball there by Beam.
Yeah, couldn't have hit him in stride any better than that, and there was nothing but grass in front of Klosterboer on that one. Sure, both Beam and Klosterboer would like to get that one back. Man.
The only good thing about that, an incomplete pass stops the clock at 2:13. Waupun does have two timeouts left yet, but see if we can get that magic again. Logan Prawl in motion, going from the right side of the field to the left side. Loading up that left side with receivers. Beam looking over that way, looks up the field, and that one is going to be incomplete. Over along the sideline. And trying to find Klosterboer again over there. The pass not quite there, not all Owen on that one. So
now
back again.
You have to be concerned about getting a first down now. Otherwise, could possibly give the ball back. Clock is starting to wind down, but plenty of time yet.
Yeah, 2:07 left in the half. Okay, see what Waupun has up their sleeves here with 2:07 left. Yeah, definitely don't want to give the ball back on this side of the field. Well, at the 42-yard line. 3rd down and 10 yards to go. Beam again looking to pass it up the field, sprinting off to his left, and just shoots it up the field, shovels it up there, and that goes in the hands of Caden Del Ponte, and he gets himself up to about right around the 30-yard line. Nice little push pass on that one. Okay, so again, nice job by Beam kind of improvising. That was kind of falling apart along the left side, and he finds Del Ponte up the field. There is a flag on the field right now.
It's about a 28-yard completion there.
Something happened at the end of that play. They're marking it from where the ball got up the field there, and they're going to call a hole that had to have been way up the field for them to mark it from that point. So the ball just inside the 40. But the best thing is a first down, and there's 1:55 left here in the half. So still plenty of time for Waupun. 1st and 10 for the Warriors. Look up the field. Del Ponte gets it again, breaks some tackles, cuts off to his right, still on his feet. And he's finally going to get flattened out at about the 27-yard line.
I'm going to give him about 13 on that one.
All of a sudden, they're getting his name called a lot. It's Caden Del Ponte. Nice little target here for Chase Beam.
That's a guy we called his name quite often late in the season last year. He really came on.
1st and 10, Beam back to pass again. The kind of things kind of breaking down and sprinting off to his right. Ooh, nice little block in front of him. And nice job by Waupun's. Again, like I said, 13, Brennan Redeker put a nice hit on the big guy that was chasing him. Number 70, I believe that was Gibson Nelson, got flattened out chasing the ball. But just a pickup of 3 yards on the play. Ball just inside the 25-yard line, 1:27 left, and a timeout on the field. Back in 30 seconds with more Warrior football on Radio Plus Sports.
Say cheese. If you cringe when it's time to smile, come to Dentistry of Wisconsin in Beaver Dam and Waupun to make your grin big, bright, and beautiful. They can help with impactful solutions like implants, bridges, orthodontics like Sure Smile clear aligners. And if you're looking for simple smile enhancers, they offer tooth whitening and veneers. Give Dentistry of Wisconsin a call in Beaver Dam at 887-2112 or their Waupun office at 324-3881. You can also visit them online at dentistryofwisconsin.com.
Okay, we are back. Waupun on the drive right now. A 3-yard gain on that last connection. 2nd down and 7 to go, but there 1:27 left on the clock. Tom would love to get that ball in the end zone and see if they get that lead at halftime.
2nd and 7, and about second down and 24 to get themselves to the end zone here. That would be nice.
Waupun's got a couple timeouts left, too. They
do.
can't be afraid to maybe, if the Waupun gets in there, who's ever running. Waupun is out of the field right now, and if you take a chance with him one of these plays, they'll throw him off a little bit, but with a steady diet of passing up the field right now, and Waupun sitting just inside the 25-yard line, almost a 24-yard line. 2nd down and 7 yards to go. Let's go.
Yeah, that timeouts in the pocket helps Chase Beam, too. If he would need to scramble, he can pick up 7, 8, 10 yards, and then he can still get a timeout if need be.
Waupun splits out to the left along with Logan Prawl, so 4 receivers out to the left for Waupun. Leaves only 5 on the line in front of the quarterback. Beam sprints out to his left, looks up the field across his body, throws it up to Owen Klustebor, but overshoots him. Incomplete right down by the goal line. Makes it a 3rd down and 7. 1:21 left in the half. Next week we'll be back at the friendly confines of Veterans Memorial Field. Waupun's first home game of the season, a non-conference game against the Huskies. They've kind of made a habit out of playing the Huskies every year. And that's always a good team
program.
They'll sharpen things up for you.
It'll be a
good measuring stick. They beat them last year.
It'll be a tight formation with a lot of running the football there. That's what they do best. Yeah, right now, Waupun's got to be concerned about getting this first down as well.
Okay, ball handed off over to Graham Gopalin. Goes inside, cuts into the end zone from 24 yards out. Graham Gopalin. Man, I tell you, he's a stop-and-go type of guy. Jitterbug out there, and he quickly found himself a nice alley about 5-6 yards up the field and scooted into the end zone. 24-yard touchdown run from Graham Gopalin. 1:14 left here in the first half.
That puts him over 100 yards with 2 touchdowns already. Wow.
Have a half, Graham.
Yeah, we didn't know what the running back situation would be. Didn't realize how good he was.
Bringing Eli Ewart in to try to put Waupun up by a point. We're tied at 20 now after that touchdown.
And Waupun jumped.
The flag's going on, and Logan Prahl's going to throw it actually into the end zone to Del Ponte, but there's flags on the field, and this one might be getting called back.
Yeah, the right side there, somebody moved.
Yeah, they still get it with a botched extra point try, and it goes in the hands of Logan Prahl and does find Del Ponte in the end zone, but a flag flew, and could be doing this over again. Offsides, so declined. Waupun gets the 2-point conversion. Logan Prahl in the hands of Del Ponte. Boy, that was a crazy play and a turn of events, but penalty on the Bulldogs. Waupun now leading 22-20, 1:14 left here in the half. We'll take another break, come back with the remaining minute and 14 seconds of this first half right after this.
Durden again.
Yeah, he's the safety on the
Durden again.
Yeah, he's the safety on the football team on the defense, and he gets down there, just takes the feet out of the intended run back guy there. Carson Bussin takes him down like right now. So good job by Sheridan on a sure tackle.
He's made some plays. I saw he did that right there. Sheridan with a sure tackle.
You see that? Do you see where he's going with that?
I did. Yeah. That's S-H-E-R on the sure tackle.
Yeah.
Love it.
Okay, 1:10 on the clock. Ball now at the 24-yard line of Pardeeville. See if Waupun's defense is up to the task. Kind of a low snap, and in trouble right now is the quarterback. Julian Wells does good just to get himself back up to gets a yard gain on the play, but 57 clock clicking down, and there are 2 timeouts left for the Bulldogs. Well, just past the 25.
Appears they're going to be happy to just let the clock run out here in the half. Waupun could call timeouts too and maybe force a punt.
Yeah, some valuable. They could have easily stopped that, but let it run down. They could have stopped it with about 58 seconds, 57 seconds left.
Yeah, because it's still high school football. You can hope for a bad snap on a punt. There's a lot of things that could happen.
Wells pitches it out the right side, and I don't think he's going to quite get to the first down marker. Carson Bussin gets the pitch out at the last second of that option play, depending on where they put it down. right around the 34-yard line.
First down.
Giving him the first, and down to 14 seconds. Trying to stop the clock, I believe. 10 seconds.
You got to stop it to move the marks.
Yeah.
And move the sticks.
Yeah.
That's the thing. But
he's giving the motion out there. So
officials are kind of having some angry discussions with the lady up in the booth here with us.
Okay.
Watch the hands.
Yes, it's all on the official. They don't call a timeout to stop the clock till they tell him, but he was motioning that. 23 seconds left and counting down, and Wells is going to roll off to his left, being chased down right now, and chasing him down is Kloosterboer. Show some wheels by Big Owen Kloosterboer to chase down Wells, but he might have made it to the sideline with 13 seconds left. The Bulldogs looking looks like just looking to run the clock out and talk about it at halftime.
Waupun's defensive back, Ewert, and everyone else out there, you got to make sure you get deep. Don't let anybody get behind you. Play center field. We don't care if they complete one in the middle of the field. Just don't let anybody get real deep and go over the top of the defense.
Here we go. 13 seconds left. Second down and 6 yards to go. We have a couple of receivers split out to the right, but they're really showing by letting the clock run down that they're really not looking for a whole lot to happen here. Wells is sprinting up to his right and throws it down, gets trying to take him down. It was Kloosterboer coming in hard on him, forced him to throw it away, so an incomplete pass stops the clock at 9 seconds, a third down and 6 to go.
It was fairly close to being a fumble. Kloosterboer getting there, and quarterback able to just kind of dump it off. The officials might even be talking about that a little bit.
Somebody from Waupun jump on it afterwards?
I think, getting a flag for intentional grounding. And that's what it's going to be because he did throw it away. I think that would actually credit Kloosterboer with a sack then when they have an intentional grounding on a rush like that.
And he's showing a speed the last couple plays and is just his aggressiveness out there. But he's got some wheels on him, too, to chase the quarterback Wells right over to the sideline. Okay, so they're going to march that one back after the intentional grounding with 9 seconds left.
And loss of down, so it'll make it third down.
And don't forget, when we go into halftime, we're going to be taking a little break. We're going to cut off here for a little while and then come back to bring you the rest of the game. And we're going after the quarterback who didn't have the football anymore, but they do go around the right side with it. And that was Thurk getting the running back on that one. Actually, the quarterback he caught over there with Wells, but that's the end of the first half. Waupun leading 22-20. We're going to take a little break off our connection, and we'll come back with some of our halftime show coming your way in just a few minutes. Waupun leading 22-20 at halftime at Pardeeville. Pardeeville will get the ball first in the second half. Back after this on RP Sports. Hey, good job by Kobe, our switcher here. He got us back really fast, faster than we thought. So here we are back for halftime. Waupun leading 22-20. And again, I'll just take a look at the scoring here in the first half. Randy's kind of adding up the numbers, and we might go to that a little later on. But Waupun scoring just a minute and 22 seconds into the ball game, a 20-yard TD run from Graham Gopal, and some couple monster runs in there to set that up. But Waupun up 6-0. The extra point was just a mishandled ball. So 6-0, and then with 6:43 left, it was Pardeeville answering a 32-yard TD run from Julian Wells. Extra point, no good. Made it 6-6, and that's how we ended the first quarter. Second quarter, it was Pardeeville getting the ball back after a nice stop deep in their own territory. Waupun getting it inside the 10, maybe the 5-yard line, and couldn't get into the end zone to get the first down at about the 3-yard line. And then Pardeeville takes it the entire field down the other way. Eventually, 10:45 left, an 8-yard TD run from Julian Wells. Extra point good, 13-6 at that time for Pardeeville. Then it was Waupun scoring a little over a minute later, about a minute and 9 seconds later at 9:36, a 10-yard touchdown run from Logan Prohl. Extra 2-point conversion good, a run from Graham Gopal and made it 14-13 Waupun. Pardeeville answered, 2:29 left, a 4-yard touchdown pass to Kingston Galetka. And then the extra point good, made it 20-14, but Waupun with just not a lot of time left, 2:29 left, and finally with 1:14 left, Waupun gets it in the end zone, a 24-yard touchdown run from Graham Gopal, makes things happen when he gets that ball in his hands. And then a kind of a botched extra point attempt, but goes in the hands of Logan Prawl. He throws it into the hands of Del Ponte in the end zone for a 2-point conversion, giving Waupun a 22-20 lead, eventually at halftime here at Pardeeville High School. I think we'll take another break here and come back, talk about some numbers with Randy. Halftime, Waupun leading 22-20 on your new Med scoreboard. Back after this on Radio Plus Sports.
There has never been a better time to shop Werner Harmson Furniture and Total Flooring, Main Street in downtown Waupun. Werner Harmson is featuring a fashionable selection of furniture and flooring. That means remarkable savings on name brand furniture, top quality name brands at special competitive prices. You'll get the taste, quality, and personalized service that has separated the Werner Harmson name from the best. Find their showroom in downtown Waupun. Werner Harmson Furniture and Total Flooring. Taste, service, selection. It's worth the drive to beautiful downtown Waupun.
Hi, it's Dr. Randy with New Medical Center. Are you struggling with your weight? Tired of diets that just make you hungry? Maybe it's time to try something new. By now, most of you have heard about semaglutide and tirzepatide, the amazing new weight loss drugs that are sweeping across the country and helping thousands of people just like you successfully lose unwanted pounds. Well, wait no more. NewMed Integrated Healthcare has got you covered. Don't be fooled by expensive online plans with no direct medical supervision. New Medical Center's program is affordable and provides you with all the personalized support you need to succeed. Get started now and eliminate your cravings, decrease your appetite, and start losing those pounds. Take it from me, it's easier than you think. How do I know? Because I lost 50 pounds last year using this very program, and I've kept it off. Let the team at New Medical Center help you get the weight loss results you desire and deserve. Call New Medical Center at 920-324-9899 to get started now, or visit us on the web at newmedicalctr.com. That's New Medical Center, 920-324-9899.
Okay, welcome back to Pardeeville High School. I'm Steve Witterhack, Randy Armgo with me, and Waupun squeaking out a 22-20 first half lead now over a pretty good Pardeeville team. They've impressed me. They come out and they lost all these guys. They're three of their top four rushers. They lost their quarterback, who was their main rusher. Of course, their main passer on the team. Lost a lot of their tacklers, their defensive guys, and it looks like they're up to the task, at least offensively, against Waupun with a bunch of very good athletes out there and a nice quarterback with Julian Wells that mixes things up pretty good out there and keeps things pretty disguised, and pretty impressed by what they did in the first half.
A lot of misdirection and a lot of team speed, and that'll get you some big-time plays, and they've done fairly well with that. And then a little bit of bad defensive pass coverage by Waupun. There's just been too many guys for Pardeeville wide open numerous times, and Waupun's got to get that cleaned up, figure out what the problem is, and then I think they're going to be fine. They certainly have plenty of talent on this Warrior team.
I'll tell you, the one guy that stuck out in that first half, when he gets that ball, he's Mr. Excitement when it's in his hands, Graham Gopal. And just talk about what he did in the first half, Randy. Give us some of the numbers in the first half.
Well, he has 5 carries only, which is a small number, 108 yards, and 2 touchdowns. So he had a 53-yard carry, a 20-yard touchdown, a couple of shorter runs in there, and then a 24-yard touchdown run. All that totals up to 108 with 2 TDs. Chase Beam, he was 5 carries for 25 yards. And Callerude, 5 carries for 27 yards. He had that one series where he was really good. Chase Beam throwing the ball tonight. Again, everything's unofficial. I have him for 7 of 12, 105 yards. He's been doing a great job out there. In the receiving game, Logan Prawl, 2 catches, 44 yards, and a touchdown. Graham Gopal has 1 reception. That was on a 2-point conversion for the 3 yards. Owen Klustebor, 2 receptions for 17 yards. He did drop that one wide open one. That would have gave him a long touchdown. He'll have that in the back of his mind, and he'll make up for that coming.
That ain't happening again.
He'll say, and he probably will not have that happen again. But and then Del Ponte, kind of a guy that flew under the radar with me. I remember him from last year, but I didn't expect him to have big numbers. He has 3 receptions for 44 yards. He also has that 2-point conversion on that broken play, and that pass came from Logan Prawl. So, he was supposed to be the holder on that. He ended up with the ball in his hand and made a throw across the field, and Del Ponte able to come up with it. And I thought the penalty was going to go on Waupun at the right side. I thought somebody jumped, but they offside on the defense. Penalty declined, 2 points for Waupun.
Yeah, impressive things going on for Waupun offensively. A lot of things to talk about defensively for Waupun, but your halftime score, 22-20. Waupun in the lead in this game at Pardeeville. And a couple days ago, back on Wednesday actually, we had that preview kickoff show that we had with 10 coaches in the studio. We had Adrian Harmson and 3 of Waupun's players in there. We're going to play a little bit more of that interviews that we had with those 4 members of the Waupun Warriors. So we're going to have that coming up in just a few minutes after a few commercials. Halftime, Waupun leading 22-20 here at Pardeeville on RP Sports.
There has never been a better time to shop Werner Harmson Furniture and Total Flooring, Main Street in downtown Waupun. Werner Harmson is featuring a fashionable selection of furniture and flooring. That means remarkable savings on name brand furniture, top quality name brands at special competitive prices. You'll get the taste, quality, and personalized service that has separated the Werner Harmson name from the best. Find their showroom in downtown Waupun. Werner Harmson Furniture and Total Flooring. Taste, service, selection. It's worth the drive to beautiful downtown Waupun.
Hi, it's Dr. Randy with New Medical Center. Are you struggling with your weight? Tired of diets that just make you hungry? Maybe it's time to try something new. By now, most of you have heard about semaglutide and tirzepatide, the amazing new weight loss drugs that are sweeping across the country and helping thousands of people just like you successfully lose unwanted pounds. Well, wait no more. NewMed Integrated Healthcare has got you covered. Don't be fooled by expensive online plans with no direct medical supervision. New Medical Center's program is affordable and provides you with all the personalized support you need to succeed. Get started now and eliminate your cravings, decrease your appetite, and start losing those pounds. Take it from me, it's easier than you think. How do I know? Because I lost 50 pounds last year using this very program, and I've kept it off. Let the team at New Medical Center help you get the weight loss results you desire and deserve. Call New Medical Center at 920-324-9899 to get started now, or visit us on the web at newmedicalctr.com. That's New Medical Center, 920-324-9899.
Yeah, that was pretty impressive. And Isaiah, you got high expectations for the defense out there. You got those guys all ready to play their hearts out this year and really be that team that can really take this team to past what you even did last year.
Yeah, I think we have a really cutthroat defense this year. We're all playing aggressive. We all have the same mindset of just going out there, playing every down as much as we can, just hitting as hard as we can.
Okay. Guys, you take a look at the South Central Conference and what's shown on the screen right now as far as how all the standings went. Berlin, Dells, Nakusa, Mauston, Watoma, Adams Friendship. Steve mentioned that he's made some travels around to the area, seeing some different teams this year. Talk about that for us a little bit.
Yeah, last year being the first year in this new conference for us, it was definitely an eye-opener for us. We have a few of those same teams that we've, seen for years, Ripon and Berlin coming with us, but it definitely has been that eye-opener experience for us seeing, the other talent around the state that we have. And, getting into this conference, that's definitely something where, we can really make a statement and, really start that new identity of who we are as a program. And they capitalized on it last year. And so we just want to continue to build off that.
I see Berlin is your homecoming game? You have Berlin. So did you make that choice to have them as your homecoming game, or it just happened to fall that way?
I was part of it.
Yeah.
I don't want to say it was only me, but, it's a kind of team effort with myself and our athletic director and our principal kind of working together. But, just knowing Berlin, and they're a great program. They're coached well. They have great players there. And I really, truly believe that we can hang with them, if not beat them. That's our goal this year is, Berlin homecoming. It's a big day. It's a big stage, and we want to make sure that we can capitalize on that moment.
Logan, some of these guys from this Berlin team, maybe through baseball or something, or was it football that you know them from?
I know quite a bit of them from just like baseball. I played baseball with a couple of guys that graduated last year, and then hanging around some of those guys in Berlin, I just became kind of friends with them. But the field's a different place, so we're not friends there.
Right, right.
Also, Isaiah, I did compliment him on his hair. I said if I could grow hair, I would. That's what I would do right there.
It.
But Anybody else that's kind of stepping up? I know you got some big younger guys that are coming up. Owen Klusterboer, he's a full-grown man already out there. Talk about some of the guys that are going to make an impact besides you three leaders on the team.
Like you said, Owen Klusterboer, he's been huge defensively on the D-line. Just every single day at practice, he's wreaking havoc on our offense, and I'm just excited to see what he can do this upcoming season.
I'd say Eli Ewert. He's athletic kid, strong kid, young kid too. He's going to make some plays. He's going to make things happen. He's going to have some people looking at him.
Yeah, he's a guy that normally, if he didn't have an experienced quarterback, might have been the quarterback now and maybe the future quarterback for us. You take him under your wing at all and kind of working with him a little bit in case that's what he's doing the next couple of years?
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, okay, yeah. I know he's a very athletic young man. Again, you're all seniors, and Isaiah, what do you feel like your role now as a senior out there? Some guys you take under your wing and kind of help them along here and their approach to the game?
Yeah, as a senior, I feel like I'm really leading the D-line. We got younger guys stepping up. Owen Klusterboer, like you said, Jack Toutant, a lot of these younger guys that didn't see as many reps on defense last year, especially the D-line. Almost all young guys besides me, and I think really for me it's just showing them the ropes and the mentality, just working hard.
You take a look at the schedule, guys, as we see it up there right now. Pardeeville on Friday night, an away game for you, and then you have New Holstein as well. So New Holstein, a team that usually plays you pretty tough, and they have, year after year. But what sticks out on that schedule? What do you think?
You guys want to talk, or do you want Coach's opinion?
Yeah, sure. Okay.
Obviously Berlin, late into the season, we're both going to be seasoned teams at that point, and, hopefully, everyone's staying healthy. But, first couple of weeks, teams are still installing things and you're figuring things out, fine-tuning your team and positions, plays, whatever it may be. So I'd really like to say that, that Berlin game that we have, homecoming for us, we're going to have all of our tools, our weapons ready to go. And so that should be a pretty good game. I'm really excited for that game there. But, looking up at the earlier in the season, like how you were mentioning earlier, New Holstein, they're always great competition for us. We've been playing them for years, pretty long tradition there. We had a couple of years stretch where we weren't playing them too much. But, we're back in that now and happy to be playing them again. And, obviously right after that we have Ripon for the Jug, a huge game for us and one that we hope to continue and to keep that jug going and keeping it here in Waupun. So, those are some of the games that are standing out to me there.
Players, what do you think, guys?
I'm really looking forward to that Week 9 Wisconsin-Dells matchup. Last year we played them early when we were still kind of figuring things out and wasn't necessarily our best game. And I'm just really looking forward to being able to play them when we got all our stuff in and we'll have our whole season under our belt and just kind of going out and proving a point that last year was a fluke.
There's a kill list up there. I'll say that right now. I want New Holstein back. I want Pardeeville. I want Mauston. I want the Dells.
All of them, huh?
Berlin.
Yeah.
The teams that took us out last year, it's a different team this year. I don't think that some of these teams are going to.
You work hard to make sure your family has everything they need. Life insurance from American Family Life Insurance Company can help financially protect your loved ones by replacing a portion of your income if you were to pass away. That means your family will have the help they need to maintain their quality of life and pursue their dreams. Get the peace of mind you deserve by protecting what matters most.
Contact me, Agent Christine File, at 11 South Watertown Street in Waupun, or call 920-324-3488 today.
American Family Life Insurance Company, 6000 American Parkway, Madison, Wisconsin.
American Family Insurance.
If you're looking for someone to take care of your tree needs, call Eli at Torres Tree Service of Waupun. Eli and his team can remove trees big or small, even those hard-to-get trees. They do tree trimming and stump grinding, and the job's not done until they put topsoil and seed where the tree was removed, clean up the debris, and haul it away. Join the many satisfied customers by calling Torres Tree Service in Waupun at 920-334-5887. That's 920-344-5887 for Torres Tree Service of Waupun.
A reminder for everyone that Ben's Automotive is open Monday through Friday from 7 a.m. until 5 p.m. and on Saturdays by appointment only, Keeping your vehicle in tip-top running condition is essential. Call 324-9962 for Bent's Automotive. Get the quality repair and maintenance services you need from the automotive technicians you can trust. Bent's Automotive at the corner of Carrington and Main Streets in beautiful downtown Waupun. Call 920-324-9962 to schedule your service or repair needs today.
Say cheese. If you cringe when it's time to smile, come to Dentistry of Wisconsin in Beaver Dam and Waupun to make your grin big, bright, and beautiful. They can help with impactful solutions like implants, bridges, orthodontics like Sure Smile clear aligners. And if you're looking for simple smile enhancers, they offer tooth whitening and veneers. Give Dentistry of Wisconsin a call in Beaver Dam at 887-2112 or their Waupun office at 324-3881. You can also visit them online at dentistryofwisconsin.com.
Okay, we are back. Steve Witterhack along with Randy Armga. And I tell you, these first games of the season, we go through a lot of cookers, and it was just sweaty in here in the beginning. And you just take a step outside the press box here, and then it's a big difference. It's not much of a wind out there, but you can feel the coolness. But it's keeping the heat in here a little bit, but feeling a little more comfortable than when we first got here. That's just football. You go from this, you go to wearing layers and a winter coat and still not being warm. But they do have heaters in here if we have to come back at all later on in the season. We know that they have heaters here in Pardeeville, so we're set.
I don't anticipate coming back to Pardeeville this year, but
you never know who ends up in the playoffs and where they end up playing, and you just don't know where you're going to be.
I'll tell you what, though, Pardeeville's giving Waupun a battle tonight. They're a Division 6 team, and they are giving Waupun everything they want. I guess that's what you'd like out of a non-conference game, to be tested a little bit and find out where your strengths and weaknesses are and what you're going to do. Waupun with a little bit more traditional lineup here on the kickoff this time.
Yeah, it's all bunched up together now. We've got them spread out this time. Ewart will kick it off. Waupun with a 22-20 lead. The ball is fumbled. Well, maybe did he get down on his knee when he picked it up? Kingston Galetka.
That's what the officials are going to say.
Yeah, he blew it very loudly and adamantly that it was dead. Must have when he bent over to pick it up, because he bobbled it at first and went down on a knee, and that's where it'll start, 21-yard line.
Turned out good for Waupun. Probably lost about 12 or 14 yards on the possible return.
Nice catch by the official, too. They threw it from the sideline. He caught it right over his shoulder, stuck his arms out, and hauled it in like no big thing. So. Some good hands.
You and I are talking about the heat. The officials wearing shorts tonight, trying to stay cool. I think one thing that really surprised me with all the moisture we've had, the mosquitoes have not been that bad. There's some out, but it's
you said
not
bees bad.
Bees and wasps,
are bad right now, but mosquitoes, not a bad season for that. First play of the second half, and Waupun stuffs it up right around the 22-yard line or so, maybe the 23. The carry there by the Bulldogs, and that was a carry by Carson Bussin. So I'll see if Waupun's defense is up to the task. They didn't stop Pardeeville in that first half at all, and had to scramble the last minute of the ball game to get a touchdown and a two-point conversion to take the lead in this game. But see if they can make some changes on defense. And their quarterback, Julian Wells, behind center. He's going to cut out to the left right now. Pitches it out last second over to Bussin around the left side, and he's going to dive forward maybe about a yard and a half away from the first down. Going to mark him down maybe a little further back than it looked like initially. He's up to about the 28-yard line. So it'll be a third down and about a yard and a half, 2 yards to go now for the Bulldogs.
Taken down with the high tackle by Corbin Grunwald. Called his name a number of times tonight, sophomore.
Yeah, I'm liking that we called all the Waupun games last year, stuck with them, and we're going to do that again this year. But it's nice to really get to know the team. So pretty soon we won't even need the roster for them, just for the other team. But now a third down and a little less than 2 yards to go for a first down, and Waupun stuffs that one up right around the 30-yard line. I thought they had him before that, but they're going to give him the 30 on that one, and that's going to be close to. First down, matter of fact, I think they're going to move the sticks.
Yeah.
It looked like they had him ways behind that, but they gave him the 30-yard line, so first down for Pardeeville. Runners have to really get there. They like going to the goal line, so or over to the actual stripes on the field. So
One thing a little bit interesting, last year I think Logan Prawl and Gopal were two of the better defensive backs for Waupun, and we have not seen them play on the defensive side of the ball at all tonight, only playing offense.
First and 10, and getting around the right side. Waupun over there, not before they get about 3 yards on the carry. Up to the about the 33-yard line. Then a flag at the end of this as the players are all sitting on the ground, and not sure who they're calling that on, but the sideline official calling it a penalty well after the play was done and everybody's kind of laying on the ground.
Yeah, certainly some extracurricular activity. Unsporting conduct, unsportsmanlike conduct on Waupun.
Okay.
We saw that last year a little bit. Too many,
a little undisciplined.
Yeah,
things
undisciplined,
happening.
little late hits, and then maybe some grabbing and verbal stuff that they needed to take care of, and hopefully this doesn't become a habit again this year.
All right, costly penalty, 15 yards, marching it up the field, and it's going to take it up near half, right over to the 50-yard line. So the ball just between the 47 and 48-yard line. First and 10 then for Pardeeville after that. So Wapun's got to clean things up defensively and with the personal fouls out there. And that one kind of gets, that ball is still alive yet, and good job by Waupun to cover that, but some good defense there by Wapun's number 50. That is Corbin Grunwald again. And then to break that one up with a quarterback, and a nice job covering that. There's going to be about a 3-yard loss on that one, back to inside the 45-yard line of Pardeeville.
Yeah, that ball went off Grunwald's hand and then actually was called backwards, so that was a live ball. Been an opportune time for Waupun to snatch one up there and take it to the house the other direction.
Okay, so I can keep the defense going here. Second down and about 13 yards to go. Ball inside the 45-yard line for Pardeeville. Wells gets the snap, rolling off to his right, looks up the field. There's that little crease right in that same exact spot to the same exact receiver. And I'm not sure what's going on with that defense on that particular play, but it's just a simple little rollout of about 5 feet off to the right, and there he was again, wide open. Number 6, Brady Dogner, hauling it in.
Now he's getting behind the linebackers and in front of the defensive backs who are taking really deep drops, and he's finding a little seam.
Yeah, the quarterback's looking for him. He knows he's going to be open there. That's look right at him, and nobody within 3 or 4 yards of him, and Dogner gets the first down. Now in Waupun territory at the 40-yard line. We're going to give it in the hands of number 7, Carson Bussin, and he's got himself a first down inside the 30-yard line. So again, defensive problems here for Waupun. And some pretty good play calling by the Bulldogs.
Bussin, he should have got a first down. He got a little head start on that play pre-snap. He got himself going before the ball was snapped. No call by the officials.
They playing USL
rules
when they can get that head lead start.
Canadian football, you can go
too.
towards the line of scrimmage and get a, I don't think so.
Under 8 minutes to play in the third quarter. Pardeeville on the move right now. First and 10, getting deeper in Waupun territory. And a nice defensive play to start with, but breaking away and making Waupun pay for it. We got again flags flying here after that play. And the official call is that hold on the offense possibly, but
yeah, that's going to go back and make it 1st and 20.
Nice job by Reese Whiting Richards getting in there, but he didn't wrap up the running back with a bus in there. He broke away, but looks like this is going to be marked off with the holding against the Pardeeville Bulldogs. See if Waupun can take advantage of this field position and this situation now that the Bulldogs are in with the ball way out to about the 38-yard line. It's going to be a first down at about 18 or 19 yards to go.
Tackling has not been real crisp here tonight by Waupun.
We don't know until the last second who's going to grab. Then we got a flag again by still on his feet and still heading up the field and getting about 10 yards. Quarterback Wells, he didn't know who had it. He had it in the arms of the running back way late till he got all in the melee in there, and then Another holding call on the Bulldogs. Waupun having trouble with that option read on who's going to end up with a football. And luckily for Waupun, some holding again on the Bulldogs, pushing them back even further.
And Waupun is getting there at times and just not really tackling very well. And you just have to do a better job of that. And I know it's harder now because, back in the day, they pretty much let you tackle full pads, full go at it in practice every day. And now, just like the NFL, you're limited a little bit as coaches in what you can do, and that's to protect kids from concussions and injuries. So you don't get to tackle as much in practice. And
first and 28 now on the play, coming around the right side, and Wells hangs on to it. Waupun smothers. Good job on the left side. And a good job by Waupun. Look at and helping the guy up even. That was nice. A little job there by Waupun.
Yeah, Jacob Heeringa, the first one there for Waupun.
Jack Toutant over there too, and nice swarming defense and pushing him right now. Pardeeville going the wrong way by penalties, and then some good defense there by Waupun. Second down and a long way to go, about 32 yards to go for a first down.
And Heeringa coming up from that cornerback spot, doing a good job of filling on that option run there by the quarterback.
Right now, can't ask for a better situation going back as well as he's being chased down, breaks a tackle, cuts off to his right, still looking up the field, hangs on to it, and still on his feet. And Waupun giving up way more yards than I thought he should have got on that one. And nice job by Wells. Pretty good on his feet in the move when he's in trouble. Got himself out of trouble and get some positive yards, but still a third down and long to go. The ball now sitting at about the 38-yard line, so it's a third down and 18 yards to go.
Right here, chance to make a stand and make a statement in this game. Get the ball back for your offense.
Yeah, don't let them get anything close to that first down and have any thoughts of going for it again. But we'll see. Here we go, big play here defensively for Waupun with third down and 18 for the Bulldogs. Wells has it, snaps it, a ball is loose right now and in the hands of number 7, Bussin, and Waupun jumps on it, and they end up losing maybe a yard on the play. It's going to move them back with a fourth down and about 20 yards to go for a first down.
Just inside the 40-yard line of Waupun. I would think you don't gain a lot here by a punt unless you can pin one in the corner, but do they think about going for it? Fourth down and 21? I don't know.
No, we've seen some people come in that normally aren't in the game. I don't know if that's a punter with 22 coming in with Zachary Heineman out there, but he's not lining up to be one, so it looks like they are.
Yeah, I can understand it. I mean, you're at right at the 40-yard line for Waupun. You wouldn't, if you kick one in the end zone, you're only going to gain about 20 yards.
Fourth down and 20 yards to go. Wells looking up the field, and that ball is going to be incomplete. A lot of traffic over there. Good defense over in that area. And just looking for any flags out there because it seems inopportune times. And Waupun's going to get it back. Nice job. A few penalties, some good stifling defense, good coverage on that one. And Waupun will get it back now in great field position, sitting at their own 40-yard line with a 2-point lead up 22-20. And that got the clock all the way down to 5:08 on that first drive with all that stuff that was going on.
Actually, a great job by Heeringa to not intercept that ball because Waupun would have lost yardage if he had dove for it and caught it.
Okay, we got a timeout back in 30 seconds with more Waupun Warrior football on Radio Plus Sports.
Planning to build? You need Pino. Whether it's a new home, remodel, or commercial project, you need a committed team that's dedicated to bringing your vision to reality. You need Pino. After all, they've been doing it almost 50 years. To start your next project, go to rapino.com. Check out their virtual design tool and turn your idea into action. That's rapino.com and learn about the Pino difference. Pino. Build better for future generations.
Okay, Waupun did their job. They're going to get the ball back. We had a timeout on the field by Pardeeville, but Waupun with that 2-point lead. And the way things are looking out here, you're going to want to score every time you get the ball. But a good job, some good plays out there defensively for Waupun as Pardeeville got themselves in a long situation out there, and Waupun gets it back.
A lot of penalties, like 3 holding calls in a row, I believe, for Pardeeville, and that was kind of the end of that drive.
Okay, here we go. Receivers out to the left, 2 out to the left, 2 out to the right. Cole Pollen in the ball game, the running back right now for Waupun. And Chase Beam under center for Waupun, now back in the shotgun. Going to hand it over to Gopal and trying to get away, stiff arming her on the right side, still on his feet, in trouble. Going to reverse directions, directing traffic out there. Gets himself up past the line of scrimmage, still on his feet, and a first down. Maybe if they mark him out of bounds after the market. But boy, what a great run by Graham Gopal, and he was dead in the water around the left side. Broke some tackles, spun around, started pointing, directing traffic, and got himself up the sideline. They're going to give him about a 7-yard gain on that second down and 3 yards to go. But Graham Gopal having a special night here in the first game of the season.
Caught a nice block from his quarterback, Chase Beam, after he reversed field and came back the other way. Beam able to peel back and give him a good clearing block.
Yeah, mostly you don't care if the quarterback tries to block you, but you do if it's Chase Beam out
That's
there.
Right.
he's a load. Second down and 3 yards to go now for Waupun. Sitting at the 47-yard line in their end of the field. In motion, Logan Prawl setting up in the backfield. And Beam goes up, looks up the field, and that's going to be well over the head of the intended receiver. Trying to get it up to Brennan Rudiker along that right side. Yeah, Waupun just 3 yards out. Got some pretty good running. I'd like to see some maybe more sure stuff instead of some long passes down the field.
Chase Beam, he's got plenty of arm. We know that. He can lay it out there.
Yeah, that beautiful pass. He had a couple of really nice passes, especially in the hands of Kloosteboer, in and out of the hands of Kloosteboer, and then that long pass to Logan Prawl down the right sideline. Here we go, 3rd down and 3 yards to go. Under 5 to play here in the third quarter. Waupun up by 2, trying to extend that lead. Beam steps back, looking up the field again. This time he's going for Del Ponte. Open, turns around, hauls it in, and he's taken down at the 15-yard line. Long pass play for Waupun. And a first down. Good job. Del Ponte had to kind of hold up a little bit, but his defender beat so badly, had time to wait for it and hauls it in, gets tackled right away. But Waupun now takes it way down the field, deep into Pardeeville territory. 1st and 10 for Waupun at the Pardeeville 15-yard line.
Excellent focus by Del Ponte to, make sure he looked that one in and didn't try to do too much. And yeah, nice play right there.
Yeah, sometimes with those, you just don't know if they're going to haul it in. They're wide open. Had to go back for it, but they're going to give it over to Gopal around the right side. And again, as usual, just breaking tackles. He's a physical guy out there. Besides following his blockers and his quickness out there, he can play physical out there too. And he picks up about 6 yards on that play, up to about the 9-yard line. It makes it a
I did not
second
see
down.
this. Did not see this coming out of Gopal, and I like the kid. He's a good baseball player, good basketball player, and did not see him becoming a featured running back with this much talent.
Yeah,
wow,
he convinced us last year already about his talents, but now being the main running back. You look up the middle, and that one a little too hot, a little too low on the throw up the field, trying to find Ewert in the end zone. So that's incomplete. Makes it a 3rd down and 3 yards to go.
That throws on Beam right there. He had an open guy in Ewert, and sure he'd like that one back. Just like sometimes your receivers don't make the play for you, and as a quarterback, you got an open guy, and he got a little bit too quick there and too much steam on it.
Okay, 4 minutes left. Clock stops at 4 minutes in the third quarter. And Beam back to pass, finds an open receiver, gets it to Ewert, and he dives forward into the end zone. A touchdown from Waupun. 9-yard connection in the hands of Eli Ewert. Like I said, Eli's going to get himself definitely a lot of more playing time as the season goes along, but you make plays like that and some of the other things he's done in the ball game, you're going to see more and more of him week after week.
There's 5 different receivers for Waupun that have had a reception tonight, so Beam spreading the wealth. getting everyone involved.
I was kind of wondering, throwing the ball again with that third and three, but they found that connection. Ewart found himself in the end zone again. Waupun trying for a 2-point conversion, all set up for that. 3 receivers to the right, 1 out to the left. Beam looks up the middle, and that one's going to be incomplete. No good, but Waupun now with an 8-point lead, up 28-20 with 3:54 left in the third quarter. Back with more of the third quarter in just 1 minute on Radio Plus Sports.
The John Deere Gator XUV lets you cut, pack, drive, scout, weld, stack, feed, pull, load, tow, spray, and haul, all in a single day. With a redesigned, fully customizable cargo box and a towing capacity of up to 4,000 pounds. You just have to get in the seat.
Visit Ballweg Implement, Highway 68 West Waupun and Ballweg Turf and Leisure North of Spring Street and Beaver Dam. Just have to get in the seat with Ballweg Implement.
Thank you for your continued support over the past 50 years. At Verhaeg's Furniture, we're honored to be voted by you to be one of the best mattress stores in the Fond du Lac area for 2024. Our mission is to bring the finest in style, comfort, and quality to the Waupun area. We've teamed up with amazing brands like Ashley, Lazy Boy, Bestcraft, Marshfield, Best Home Furnishings, Mega Motion to offer you the best selection around. Free delivery to Waupun and the surrounding area. See store for details. Make your home a place you truly love with Verhaeg's Furniture Market.
Welcome back to Pardeeville High School. Waupun with a touchdown and extra point no good. Take an 8-point lead, 28-20, and they'll kick it away. Taking it about the 5-yard line. Still on his feet. He is bussing, and he'll take a nice return up to right around the 37-yard line, and that's where the Bulldogs will start on their side of the field. Oh, that's fine.
All right, here we go. See if Waupun's defense can get it done. I know one thing, U.S. Cellular is not picking up very good here on my system.
I got 4 bars on mine here with the Verizon.
Well, I'm even
Jenny
on
Batrikas on here. We go Warriors, let's go. Blake Dobrot's checking in. Lori Klebs. Great job, Graham. Blaine Klusterbor cheering on the Warriors here tonight. First down and 10 now for Pardeeville. See if they have an answer to Waupun scoring and taking an 8-point lead in this game. 3:46 left in the third quarter. Up to the right side with it, and that is a completed pass. And Waupun right there to make it a short pass over there to Austin Deckert. Hauls it in, but Waupun's defense right there. Mix up about 4 yards on the play, makes it a 2nd down and 6 yards to go.
There's another player for, that's Timon Olsma with the tackle there. He's sophomore. Our former girls basketball coach's son, Tim Olsma's son. Yeah, I hear he's a pretty good one. He's going to be a good one before his days are done.
Got some wheels.
Oh, yeah.
Let's take a 30-second timeout back after this. A timeout. Another timeout taken back after this on RP Sports.
You work hard to make sure your family has everything they need. Life insurance from American Family Life Insurance Company can help financially protect your loved ones by replacing a portion of your income if you were to pass away. That means your family will have the help they need to maintain their quality of life and pursue their dreams. Get the peace of mind you deserve by protecting what matters most.
Contact me, Agent Christine File, at 11 South Watertown Street in Waupun, or call 920-324-3488 today.
American Family Life Insurance Company, 6000 American Parkway, Madison, Wisconsin.
American Family Insurance.
Okay, we are back. 3:21 left here in the third quarter. If you want to check in and let us know you're out there, kind of checking the chat line right now and let us know you're cheering on. You could even be cheering on Pardeeville. We don't mind if the opposing team fans are doing that too. No problem with that at all. But check in and cheer on your Warriors as they're in a battle here today at Pardeeville. A nice job coming in and a sack. Nice job by Waupun's Brennan Redeker. Gets his hand over right on the quarterback. Julian Wells did not let go and puts him down. Nice job keeping his hands from going up in his face mask or anything too. He just kind of took him down with a chest and put him down.
Waupun's defense has been bending a little in the second half, but not breaking. They're doing a better job on the big plays. They have been aided by a couple of costly penalties on the Bulldogs, but otherwise they're still playing better defensively. Waupun not playing too many guys both ways, playing a lot of fresh bodies. Maybe that'll benefit them late in this game.
3rd down and 9, big play right here early here in this Boltman. We've got a long way to go yet, but a nice job. Waupun up to the task on that 3rd down play. And it'll be a 4th down with the ball maybe up to right around the 41-yard line. Maybe at this just past the 40-yard line. So it'll make it a 4th down and about 7 yards to go. And looks like they might be bringing
the punt team
in for the first time in this ball game. A little bit too far back. You're way back in your own territory right now, and you don't want to give Waupun really good field position. So Waupun's going to get this back, and Graham Gopalin, the only one back for Waupun.
A lot of people watch the Detroit Lions and think, well, let's just go for it on 4th down every stinking time and see, maybe we make half of them. And
that's a nice boomer of a punt. Gopalin's going to take it right around the 25-yard line, drops it for a second, and luckily hauls it in because right in front of him was Devin Jerome. Luckily, he didn't try to light him up at all, and Graham gets it back, and Waupun will get the ball back with an 8-point lead. 1:41 left here in the 3rd quarter on your new medical integrated healthcare scoreboard. And we're bringing you the game from the National Exchange Bank and Trust broadcast booth. I like our location here, just a little off the 50-yard line and a nice view. Nice facility here.
Beautiful facility for this smaller community. Nice baseball field we can see in the background. Good track. We're a long ways from the field here. When you get the track in there, it definitely backs you up. Waupun, you're right on the action.
I love that. As a broadcaster, you love that. I don't know if the coaches like the parents right on there, right behind them, but I love it in Waupun. Throw up the middle to Ponte, gets it, hauls it in, and he's going to get himself a 1st down right around the 38-yard line. Heidi Potrat's checking in right now, and she's got one of our former Waupun greats out there, a guy we loved out on the field, on the baseball field, the football field, on the basketball court, in the brief time he got to play out there. Landon Potrat's good to see her out there joining us here tonight. And Heidi.
Yeah, Heidi, Aaron. I think McKenya's maybe off to school or wherever she's at now.
So just accounting for Heidi and Landon who are there checking. Could be the whole crew. Yeah, Graham Gopalin breaks some tackles, finds some room, spins around. 1st down for Graham Gopalin, having a huge day here at Pardeeville. Spins around at the end to get himself a yard or two just shy of midfield onto 112 and eventually counting down here in the 3rd quarter of play. Beam back to pass, looking over on the right side, completes the pass. Is that Rudiker over there?
That's going to be a face mask, I think. Yeah, looked like he got grabbed in the mask. That is, that's Rudiker, yes.
Brendan Rudiker, who had himself a nice baseball season at the end of this last year, playing right field out there for Waupun. Did a great job. And also doing a lot of good things here in the football game here in front of us. So good to see Brennan out there, multi-sport athlete.
Officials are going to sort this out, and I have to believe that's a face mask.
Yeah, you saw that right when it happened, Randy. Good call on that one. And they're going to add something to the end of that one. They're going to bring it up to the 40-yard line.
So they're going to say just hand on the face mask, not the severe grass. That can be either a 5-yard penalty or the 15-yard variety.
Under a minute to play in the quarter. And Gopalin along with Logan Prawl all setting up along the left side. Beam gets a snap. And they get over to Logan Prawl. He's got it. He's going to cross the 30-yard line. A bunch of blockers ahead of him. Cuts it back to the right. Finds an opening. And he's going to scoot around and get into the end zone. 40-yard touchdown play for Waupun. Perfectly. They've done that earlier in the ball game in the first half. And Logan had just a bunch of Warriors in front of him. 4 set up out there. They get it over to him, and then he cuts back. There is a penalty flag towards the end of that play over about the 10-yard line.
It can't be. I already wrote it down. 40-yard touchdown. I can't change my book now.
Might be bringing this back. Something with maybe a I don't see how there'd even be a block. Touchdown for Waupun.
And unsportsmanlike after the fact,
Okay,
I think is
after.
what happened. So maybe.
So got a 40-yard touchdown there by the Warriors to open this game up a little bit, now leading 34-20. What a perfectly set up play. They've done it twice, loading up that one side, and they used the 3 of the players to go out there as lead blockers, and they were blocking 15 yards up the field before Logan Prawl just said, I'm going to take off the other side of the field. And once he got out there one-on-one, I said, he's gone. So.
Yeah, kind of nice when you have Goal Pollen and the Clostebor leading the way for you. A couple of tough guys out there, and very good patience by Prawl, just taking his time, letting his blockers do some work, he's got such amazing vision when he's in the open field and looking around, and he is about as shifty as they come.
So Waupun getting set to go for the extra point. About 15 yards away from the ball right now, but they're going to make the long walk up there and set things up for a 2-point conversion. And here we go, 33 seconds left in the quarter. Waupun leading 34-20, trying to add to that right now with a 2-point try. And Beam, somebody behind him. I don't know if he's knows it's back there, and then that gets broken up, and everything just kind of fell apart. Never anything developing on that. Waupun leading 34-20 with 33 seconds left in the third quarter. Back with more of the third quarter right after this on RP Sports.
Did you know that Ergo Bank of Marquezan and Fox Lake offers Casasa Rewards checking accounts? All Casasa Rewards accounts include refunds on ATM withdrawal fees. When you meet the monthly qualification criteria, there's no monthly maintenance fee and no minimum balance requirement. Best of all, you get rewarded for things you probably do anyway, such as using your debit card and setting up a direct deposit. Discover the benefits of opening a Casasa Rewards checking account at Ergo Bank of Marquezan and Fox Lake.
Okay, we are back. Again, another impressive touchdown by Waupun. A lot of athletes on the field for Waupun. And we did have another guy checking in, Landon DeGraff, a beast from these last couple of years.
Yes.
Man, there's a guy that could put a hurting on you out there. I love watching Landon play, and we miss him out there, and hopefully everything's going well for Landon DeGraff, former Waupun great.
Yeah, part of the turnaround. Those guys were, the Potratzes and the DeGraff and those guys, part of the
Torres.
Change in the attitude and the culture of Waupun football, and making them once again respectable. And they're going to have this penalty from that unsportsmanlike conduct after that touchdown assessed here on the kickoff. So
kick it from the 25 instead. So
Bulldogs are going to get pretty good field position no matter what here.
One's going to check up right around, and then he's going to let it go out of bounds.
I think he touched it. Yeah, I think that's going to be marked right there. That worked out good for Waupun. Yeah, he tried to field it and off his hands and
Kingston
then out of bounds.
Yeah, a little mental error there. Just let it go out of bounds, but he touched it. And they're having a little conversation with the head official out there. Yeah. Austin Krause also checking in. Let's go Braden, I should say, Krause out there, number 52. Yeah, keep on checking in and support your Warriors out there. And like I said, I don't care if you're from Pardeeville. You want to cheer them on too, that's fine. Pass that along. But, yeah, a little mental error there for Pardeeville. And Waupun will see if they can keep that defensive pressure that they kind of develop here in the second half going here. 33 seconds left in the third quarter. And hand it off to the right side in the hands of Bussin. Goes around, and he's going to pick up about 8 yards on the play up to about the 35-yard line.
Redeker on the tackle. I think emphasis might be on defense for Waupun in the practice week coming up here. See if they can do a little better job. I will credit Waupun. They're playing kids tonight. There's a number of new bodies in there on defense and keeping kids fresh, giving guys opportunities.
The end of the third quarter, so we're going to take a break right now. Come back in a minute with the fourth quarter. Waupun leading 34-20. Back after this on Radio Plus Sports.
If you're looking for someone to take care of your tree needs, call Eli at Torres Tree Service of Waupun. Eli and his team can remove trees big or small, even those hard to get trees. They do tree trimming and stump grinding, and the job's not done until they put topsoil and seed where the tree was removed, clean up the debris, and haul it away. Join the many satisfied customers by calling Torres Tree Service in Waupun at 920-334-5887. That's 920-344-5887 for Torres Tree Service of Waupun.
Okay, we're set here for the fourth quarter of action. Waupun leading 34-20. And what's your thoughts there, Randy, on that third quarter? Waupun finally getting some distance between themselves and the Bulldogs.
Yeah, they looked really good offensively once again, as they have the entire game, and maybe they played better defensively, and they also were able to catch a break from a few penalties. But they're starting to show, and as I said, they're playing a lot of kids out there. They're playing 20 different starters maybe, or something like that, and then rotating guys in. So they're keeping kids fresh, and it seems to be working out for them right now.
Yeah, it's second down and 2 yards to go now for the Bulldogs. Going to pass it off to the right side. That is complete in the hands of Devin Jerome, still on his feet, and finally fights his way up to midfield on that one. Nice little run there once he caught it around that right side by Devin Jerome, and gets it up just short of midfield.
Breaking tackles once again. Yeah, I know if I was coaching, that'd be a couple of things I'd be concerned with is better tackling and maybe a few, more discipline on your assignments and making sure you're doing your job and not getting caught up looking at the ball too much and running in the direction of where the initial fakes go and then getting fooled by the misdirection.
Okay, going to take it right up the middle. We got a flag flying, and quarterback hangs on to it. Julian Wells gets himself down inside the 40-yard line. But right when that play was taken off, the flag went up. And now then we're going to come back on that one. A little movement on the line, a little ahead of time on that one by the Bulldogs. A few more people checking in. Lucas Bresser, Let's Go Sawyer Bruins out there, number 54, and Jack Lemonis. Bearcat, give him the paw, it says. So.
Yeah, must be somebody he knows.
Yeah. Talking, said number 76 with Jack Toutant out there. That's the number he threw out there.
Yeah, good to have a lot of people on the chat line and as well as tuning in.
Yeah, let's make it a habit because we're going to be with you all season long. You're stuck with us. Randy and I are going to be making all the trips to wherever Waupun goes. A couple home games coming up the next 2 ball games. Holstein next week and then Ripon after that. Oh, nice getting into the defense and a good job eluding the first tackle by Carson Bussin, but nice pressure out there for Waupun on that one. Corbin Grunwald in and almost had that wrap up behind the line of scrimmage, but definitely disrupted the play. Second down and 12 yards to go now for the Bulldogs.
Winston Gluin's been playing a lot on defense here, one of the cornerbacks. We haven't called his name a lot tonight. He's a senior. Jacob Heringa playing the other cornerback.
Yeah. Second and 12 back into the Bulldog territory. Wells gets the snap, looks off to his left side. That is a completed pass in the hands of Devin Jerome, and he's spun down to the ground. And then another late flag. So Thurk kind of discussing it with the official out there. Way all away from where the play went. See, Thurk may be getting caught up in something. He's trying to explain something, but they're pulling him off the field right now.
Yeah, have a little discussion with the coach. Saw defensive coordinator kind of throwing his arms up. He's like, we have to be smarter than this.
Yeah.
It's good to be aggressive, and it's good to have a chip on your shoulder, but this is actually going the other way, Steve. Wow.
The way that Isaiah was reacting,
I know,
reacting
exactly.
like it was on him, and he was kind of complaining as he's coming off the field. His arms are up. He's all animated, and I thought it's got to be on us because Isaiah's really discussing things, but this is a huge penalty against the Bulldogs.
Yeah.
And they're the ones that are racking up the bad penalties right now.
Isaiah, maybe he reacted to something that happened to him first, and the official got the first guy, so
Puts it at a second down and 20 yards to go, and Wells is going to look down the field.
There's one to be
and
picked.
that one's going to be picked off. Waupun's going to get the ball back, heading up the left side with it. That might be Sheridan out there.
I believe it is.
And it's your center fielder out there. That's what you do. You get those balls that are thrown up, you go in, you close in, and you grab it. And Miles Sheridan with the play, interception, and Waupun gets it back. Great play there by Miles Sheridan to give Waupun the ball back.
Sideline is fired up. They're excited here. They're ready to play some football. It makes going to practice next week, and it's going to be nice weather. It's going to be cooler, so it's going to be a good week.
Yeah, they're talking 60s for highs coming up on Sunday into the beginning of next week, so I'm liking that. Those temperatures are right up my alley.
Yeah, the players will like that for practice as well. Back in school next week.
Yeah.
Hard to believe.
Monday for the high 7th grade and up, and it'll be Wednesday for the other kids on Wednesday, so some of my babysitting duties have been diminished greatly.
Back to the books and becoming a student athlete.
Yeah.
Student first always.
Yeah, they had a nice summer, I think. All the grandkids, from what I saw, so they don't act like it, but I think sometimes you're just glad to get back by your buddies and everything back at school and hanging out with them again. So nothing wrong with that. So Waupun gets it back. Really some discipline problems on the Pardeeville side here in the second half that's been costing him and putting him in second down and longs like 20 yards away. And Beam gets it, rolls off to his right, looking way down the field, and that's going to come up a little short, trying to find Logan Prawl along that right side. And nice defensive bat away by Devin Jerome. Pass it away from Prawl. Makes the play.
It's the same play we saw the long throw to Prawl on earlier there. Comes in motion from left to right. Goes on a little wheel route, sort of, just kind of trotting along like he's not really going, and then he kicks it into high gear and tries to get some separation.
Stops the clock. It seems like we've been in the 10-minute area for quite a while. It's 10:04 with the clock stopping with an incomplete pass, but a second down and 10. The ball sitting at the 49-yard line of Waupun. And nice job there, Waupun bringing in the big running back, Cody Calleroot again to do some running. And he does the hard yard running for you, and he gets himself a nice 5-yard gain just outside the 45-yard line. It'll be a third down and 5 now for Waupun in Pardeeville territory. Paulette Smith says, looking good, Waupun Warriors.
Gopal and having a heck of a game, but it's, Waupun, they're going to platoon a little bit here. Keep those guys fresh and don't let them get beat up as the season goes on. And
Thurkey in motion, putting 3 receivers out on the right side now for Waupun. One out to the left. Beam looking on the right side of the field, looking all over the field right now, and he finds Logan Prawl cutting across the middle of the field, and a nice little setup play there. He was over on that right side, and everybody else is going deep, and he just went about 10 yards up the field, got him on a dead run, just a crossing pattern from right to left, and he takes it up the field. Another nice positive play for Waupun, moving the sticks again.
You have to give credit to the offensive line for Waupun. I mean, Beam has not had a lot of pressure tonight. He's been flushed out of the pocket. I'm not saying never, but pretty good time there to look around and survey the field and find an open receiver.
Beam's got it on the left side to everybody going after Callerud, and then the defender said, what? One-on-one, I got to take him on. He did a good job, took Beam down the field. Anthony Stolinas over there, but a nice play there. They really bid on that handoff, and then Beam, who doesn't take a lot, just enough to make it interesting out there, takes it up the field for another nice gain for Waupun, sitting at about the 12-yard line.
Yeah, I was a little critical of Beam last year, saying he didn't finish runs as well as I would have liked to him. And he's a quarterback, but he's a big, strong kid right now. Tonight, he's laying the wood on guys, defensive players.
Again, plenty of time all day long, and he's rushing around to his right and throws it up the field. That's in and out of the hands of Waupun's.
Patrick Riley, the senior.
Yeah. Again, our little hesitation on some of our calls is just because you had to look where nothing's in numerical order. It's disarray.
They're listed by grades, so all the seniors are first, then juniors and sophomores, and finally freshmen, which that's not how you do that.
No. Okay. So a second down and 10 for Waupun, again sitting at the 12-yard line. On the Pardeeville side of the field, and they really like to open this thing up here and get a score at the end of this. Under 9 to play. We've got the 4 receivers set up over on that right side. This time they're going to go to Klustebor, but that's over his head. They had the blockers down the field. They had the numbers. Only 2 defenders over in that area. They might have got Klustebor in the end zone. They had those 2 guys taken care of, but overshoots them. A little too hot.
Waupun with a 14-point lead right here. They have to complete passes in the field or run the ball a little bit, get this clock going. As you said, it was a 10-minute mark about 10 minutes ago, and now it's just under 9 minutes. It seems like we've been going forever here and only ran a good minute off the clock.
Well, just moved it back 5 yards.
Yeah, they might have. Maybe they said that was a backwards pass and it went out of bounds, so it would have been a live ball. That would.
Yeah, third down and 15 now for Waupun.
That would make sense there.
Crawl in motion from right to left. 3 receivers on the left side of the field now for Waupun. Beam being chased out of the pocket, and he's going to tuck it in, head up the field, cuts off to his left, stiff arms his way up the field, and bowls over a bunch of Bulldogs on the way into the end zone and takes it in. Wow, from 18 yards out, Beam just decides that wasn't a designed play, but first of all, he shoulders one guy down and then he stiff arms him down and just runs over another player as he gets himself into the end zone. Man's run there for Chase Beam.
Yeah, that's how you lead a team. As a quarterback, going out there and playing hard and not afraid for the contact. That's how your teammates rally around the leader of a team, a quarterback, and realizing that Beam is he's willing to do what it needs to be done to carry this team.
And here we go, pass off to the left side, and that is in the end zone for a 2-point conversion. Waupun opens up now a 42-20 lead. We'll take a minute break, be back with more Waupun Warrior football after this on Radio Plus Sports.
Close to bore on that one.
Yeah.
A reminder for everyone that Ben's Automotive is open Monday through Friday from 7 a.m. until 5 p.m. and on Saturdays by appointment only. Keeping your vehicle in tip-top running condition is essential. Call 324-9962 for Ben's Automotive. Get the quality repair and maintenance services you need from the automotive technicians you can trust. Ben's Automotive at the corner of Carrington and Main Streets in beautiful downtown Waupun. Call 920-324-9962 to schedule your service or repair needs today. This game is powered by C. Broxma Electric of Waupun. C. Broxma Electric has serviced the electrical needs for Waupun and the surrounding area for over 18 years. From small residential jobs to agricultural, industrial, and commercial jobs, they do it all. For quality work and prompt, courteous service, contact your State of Wisconsin licensed electrical contractor in our area. C. Broxma Electric at 920-319-1614 or check them out online at cbelectric.net.
Steve and Randy with you back. Waupun again with another touchdown, 2-point conversion good, leading now 42-20, and a nice run back on the kickoff return into Waupun territory. Run back by Anthony Stolinas. Gets it into Waupun territory, so some good field position here for Waupun, but they have not given up a point here in the second half of this ball game.
Yeah, we talked about that. Defense had needed to improve and maybe stick to their assignments a bit better and not get pulled in on some of the misdirection plays. And so far they've done it. And also Pardeeville has had a number of crucial errors, penalties that have really cost them.
So the ball sitting at the 49-yard line of Waupun. 1st and 10 now for the Bulldogs, looking to try to score for the first time here in the second half. Wells being chased and gets away from the tackle, heading towards the sideline to make the corner, and he's going to step out of bounds after maybe a 2-yard gain on that one up to about the 47-yard line or so. So It'll be a second down and 8 yards to go for the Bulldogs.
Oh, and Klosterboer, the sophomore, is kind of shaking his head, clapping his hands like, man, I had him in the backfield. And it just seems like he's more of a junior or senior guy. You don't realize how young he is and how athletic and talented that young man is.
He got some wheels, man. He can chase some guys right from side to side of the field. So besides his size, he can move. Second down and 8 yards to go. And with it right now around the right side is Goletka. He's got some room, crosses the 30-yard line and gets taken down right around the 20. Simple little play around the right side, and good wheels there by Kingston Goletka. Senior heading around the side and getting himself way up the field. Knock him down right at the 21-yard line.
Got out of bounds, stopped the clock once again. In a slow-moving final quarter here.
Blaine at Klosterboer saying, let's go Big O.
Big O, I like it.
Owen. Sure he's been called. That must be his regular nickname, Owen. Such a big guy. Oh, that one is intercepted by Owen. Klosterboer is taking it the other way. Crosses the 40. The 30 is being chased down. Gets it up to the 15, the 5 in. They got him in the end zone?
No official down there.
Yeah, there's no official to call it. And let's give him the touchdown on that one.
No official got, they're going to say.
Touchdown, Waupun. Klosterboer with the interception right at the line of scrimmage and heads the other way. Way to go, Big O.
Right on cue.
Well, that was a perfectly scripted play right there, Klosterboer. And we just mentioned his speed for being such a big guy. He was being chased all the way down the field by Carson Bussin, one of the running backs. Thought maybe he was going to swipe it out of his hand at about the 10-yard line. Owen says, no, you're not taking that from me.
Yeah.
And he takes him, Bussin, right in the end zone with him. And an impressive touchdown there on the defense for Waupun.
Can't wait to see what that kid, as he matures and gets just older, he's going to get stronger and stronger. That's just natural. And then I know he's going to be a weight room guy, and he's going to be an impressive player as a defensive end. And yeah, he shows the hands right there on that interception and the speed. You're right. He was caught at about maybe the 10 or.
Where did he get that from down
there?
there?
It was close. It was like the 21, I think.
Yeah,
it would have to be. Maybe by the time he picked it off, he was this way a little bit. So probably it's got to be about a 77-yard interception return for a touchdown.
Pick 6 for the Big O. We're going to be using that the rest of the time. As next. Waupun taking their time here, being counted down by the back official right now. So see if they can get this off on the 2-point conversion. They give it to Graham Gopal, spun around, and he just spins right into the end zone. 2-point conversion, good for Waupun. On a roll right now, and Waupun just taking over in this ball game, leading now 50-20. Everything going right for the Warriors. We're going to keep it right here, but, man, some exciting stuff. The defense definitely righted the ship a little bit. There's still some things going on that they got to fix, but otherwise, offense can't you blame that for anything in this game. They've been unstoppable this entire game, and then points off your defense with Klosterboer. Pretty impressive.
Yeah, it was amazing. He got ran down from behind by a really quick young man, and took him about 70 yards to do it. And he caught him at about maybe the 10 or the 8, and Klosterboer just said, no way, I'm dragging you right to the end zone. So good for him. Good for Waupun.
It's the first time I saw anybody called a Big O since Oscar Robertson.
I know. I was thinking the same. We're old enough to remember him.
Oscar Robertson, the Big O.
Big O.
Yeah, right now I think that's in my mind that's going to be his nickname the rest of the way. So
instead of calling him Owen, we'll call him Oscar. How's that? You won't know where that came from, but.
Both the intended receivers of the kickoff let it go, and then going back to chase it down is Carson Bussin, and makes a pretty respectable run back after that when it was way down by the goal line almost, and takes it out to right around the 25-yard line. 8:02. We've been stuck in that 8-minute mark for quite some time now, and 8:02 left in the ball game. Waupun now opens up a 50-20 lead.
Yeah, that's right. 50 points for Waupun. Pick 6. Part of that action right there. Not all on the offensive team.
Yeah, we were just kind of finishing up our conversation about his speed with Owen, and then he grabs it and hits 77 yards the other way for a pick 6. The running back chasing him the whole way down the field. Bulldogs get it back, and good job getting the quarterback Wells out of the pocket. He's on the loose right now and goes around the right side. Elusive, still on his feet, and now he's got an opening, and he's got some room. And it cuts it back, and he's going to get tackled from behind. But what a great run there by Julian Wells. Looked like he was going to be down for a loss. Great job initially by Waupun's defense. Just couldn't seal the deal. The very quick feet of the quarterback, Julian Wells, and he gets it out into Waupun territory at the 47-yard line now.
Yeah, Liam Hopp on the tackle there, freshman. So yeah, Waupun, they're getting a lot of bodies on the field. All right, I'm not sure why the clock's not running again. And now it finally did.
Yep, wound it up now. So 7:40 and counting down here in the ball game. Bulldogs with a big play, escaping their loss. Get themselves in Waupun territory. They're going to hand it off over to Bussin around the right side. Gets past some defenders and gets another big chunky yards against Waupun's defense. Looks like some players getting some activity, getting some playing time now for Waupun.
Waupun's, they're high on this sophomore class. I know that, and they're going to get some of those guys in. They're going to play JV ball as well, but they're going to get in these varsity games, get that Friday Night Lights experience, and it's going to help this program down the road, not only this season, but in the future.
So 1st and 10 with the ball just outside the 30-yard line. 27 left in the ball game. We have 52-20 in favor of Waupun on your new Med scoreboard. Pitch it out again out to the workhorse, really, Carson Bussin. Besides the quarterback out there, Julian Wells, his go-to guy is Bussin, doing a pretty good job here tonight, but Waupun up to the task that time to put him down for a yard loss. 2nd down and 11 yards to go.
Nice job by Waupun stringing that out and setting the edge on the sideline so he couldn't get out of bounds or get down the sideline and keeping that clock moving.
Down to 6:45 and counting down to the game. 30-point lead now for Waupun. It was a 22-20 game at halftime, and Pardeeville has not scored here in the second half. Player on the left side, getting a little physical over there, but leaping over and getting some more yards again. He is Carson Bussin, calling his number a lot here in the ball game. Picks up about 5 yards on the play.
Landon Steger on the tackle, another sophomore. 6 foot 175.
And I talked to his mom. She was our waitress over at, and she says it's Stager.
Okay, Stager. I'm going to write that on this.
I said I'm going to try to get that right for you. So I'm glad to see Landon out there. She's pretty excited about this football season. It's Landon's mom. So
spelled with an E, but pronounced Stager. Okay.
And, Bussin goes around the right side, gets himself a first down for the Bulldogs. He'll move the sticks, gets himself inside the 20-yard line, down to about the 18 maybe. .50 and counting down.
Landon Steger, one of the many sophomores on this team that
very talented
talented class, yes.
You know, the freshman class very talented too, and the sophomores getting more and more of their playing time on the field. And Wells is going to take it around the left side, decides to hang on to it, and he's going to get taken down. We just at the 14-yard line. Wesley Coons on the tackle on that one, so good job by Wesley.
Upon giving up some yardage, but not really giving up the big play, and that's what you need to do when you have a lead up by 30. When's the last time Waupun scored 50 points in a game?
I don't know. I'd have to do some homework on that one.
It's been a bit, I would think. Can't remember
It was a long time just to find out when they got in the playoffs the last time. That was 17 seasons ago through before you got to that. Under 5.5 to play. And he's going to get taken down on that one. Quarterback Julian Wells makes a bad decision to hang on to it, and then he just gets wrapped up.
Bit of a scrum for the football right there.
Got a guy down. We'll find a little slow to get up. It's Isaiah down there. So Isaiah finally gets up, Thurks up. And
I think he just got the wind. He looks like he just got the wind knocked out of him.
That's never a good feeling.
Yeah.
Maybe he's got other things going on there.
Putting things back in place. That's the good news, not an arm or a knee. That's what you always worry about, injuries that are more substantial.
We're going to give it right back over to their workhorse out there, Bussin, but Waupun's up to the task again and right up by the first down marker.
Yeah, young guys are showing well for themselves here in this drive. A lot of substitutes for Waupun on the field. Oh, and another guy down.
A player down again for Waupun. Down to 4:30 left. Again, we will be covering Waupun's every one of their games this season, so plan on that. Randy and I will be here. We got Jason and Cam on the cams out there for us, doing a great job of the camera work, giving us some great shots on the field. And, you can watch these games afterwards, too. When the game is done, you can go home and you can watch it again, which we get a lot of viewers, triple or quadruple the amount of people that we had at any given time during the game. So you can watch it all. You can fast forward. You can do your own little instant replay if you want to do that. We'll let you do that instant replay stuff.
That's Reese Whitting Richards that's getting up a little slow, the junior.
Yeah, I don't like that when they're helping him and kind of dragging the left foot behind him a little bit. Don't like to see that. Especially with him being one of the starters on the team out there. So bringing him over to the bench right now.
Yeah, hopefully it's always worry about knees. Ankles can heal after some injury. Knees can also be so much worse.
Yeah, it looks like they're just a few inches short according to the lead official. So just fourth down and see if Waupun can make a nice surge here and stop them right here. 4.5 minutes left to play in this ball game. 50-20, the lead now for the Waupun Warriors. Reminder again, too, be checking our schedule coming up in about the first or second week of September. We'll start doing a Waupun volleyball match at least once a week. We're going to try to get one of those in. New coach with Amanda Hopp, coaching the Lady Warriors. Excited for Amanda to take over. She was one of the better, maybe the best of the blocking setters that I've seen in the history of Waupun volleyball, and I've seen them all. And run around the left side, and good job by Ewert to make the tackle before getting in the end zone for Carson Bussin. So he stopped short. So Ewert with a good hustle play over there to stop. So they get that fourth down play right down to the 1 yard line, maybe inside the 1 yard line. First down and goal now for the Bulldogs. But Amanda, I remember Amanda Hopp, again, the volleyball coach, that you never saw her play as a setter. Nobody gets down lower. Her hands were down low when she's getting ready to go up and block, and then she just exploded up and would be right up there with the other middle hitters and left side hitters, right side hitters out there, and got plenty of blocks. Great blocking setter. Now she's the coach of the team.
She's a
little scrum right at the goal line, and it's going to kind of go off to the side. So Waupun holds up and keeps them out of the end zone. They get a second down and goal, and at the 1 yard line.
Continues to run time off the clock at 3:46 now. But yeah, Amanda, she's part of that whole, that amazing run that Waupun had there with all those great volleyball teams, and so she's got that culture of those young ladies around her. We call them young ladies. Some of them are in their 30s now and that. But she'll be able to draw, I'm sure, from some of those other players that were state champions and maybe bring them in. And she's got that connection to that group of girls that played there at Waupun.
She's got a couple state championships as the setter there, and that was during their 5-year run that they had in the 2000s. And the pitch out there, and that didn't work out so good. And they did Waupun possibly get the ball back. No, they're going to say an incomplete pass. So they said it must have went forward a little bit. The official pretty adamant about that on that side towards where the ball was going. Some good pressure on that for Waupun.
Another player down.
Yeah, you don't like seeing that when you got pretty much a decided ball game, and then some of the injuries. And I think Waupun's going to take a timeout with 3:08 left, but they're tending to another player for Waupun.
I think that might be a Bulldog.
Oh,
player.
it is a Bulldog.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's hard to see.
Saw the
white
white pants.
right?
That's all I saw. Yeah, so one of the Bulldogs down there. Like you said, you don't want to see it for either team. But some big moments in the ball game. Some good corrections by Waupun. Still some moments out there that they've got to clean up some of their defensive problems. Offense doesn't seem to be an issue for Waupun at all. Only got stopped once down at about the 3-yard line on a 4th down play.
I think it was I think that was maybe a broken play too that never got off to a good start. A little early on the snap. I don't think Chase Beam was ready for it, and he just tried to improvise. And yeah, you don't want those things to happen when you're on the goal line. But
Pardeeville did score after that too. They went down the field 97 yards and got a score. We didn't stop them for all those drives when they got to 20 points, and after that, yeah, defense stepping up for Waupun. Don't forget, I'm going to be going down on the field too and getting some interviews of some of the Waupun players after this game. We're going to try to do it right behind the Pardeeville bench. We want to stay close enough so we can get a signal back up here from our cordless mic, but I'm going to get down there and get some interviews on the field.
Tell you, we talked a lot about Waupun's defense needing to clean up some things, but credit them for not giving up any points in the second half. They've done a good job bending but not breaking.
Melson right now finally finds somebody in the end zone, and they get it in the end zone. Number 11, Gavin Hughes gets it. Well, good job by Waupun making him work for that one. With 2:57 left, it is Pardeeville getting into the end zone for the first time, first score of the second half for the Bulldogs.
All the excitement and the big plays for Waupun and the skilled players that they have, you really have to today kind of credit the offensive line. They've done a really solid job here tonight, and I've been impressed with their ability to control the line of scrimmage and give Chase Beam some time.
Oh, and Waupun's defense comes in and they block the extra point. So, again, improving in a lot of different areas. They just came bull rushing in there, and they were all over the kicker and blocked that attempt. Waupun keeps it at 50 to 26 here in the ball game with 2:57 left. But kind of ready for this football season now after taking a break. I hadn't called any games until like the 27th of July, the Legion baseball games we played. And it was kind of nice having a few weeks off before we started doing football here, about 3 weeks off. But here we are, ready to do football for the season and volleyball. School year starting for a lot of the young people here for Waupun on Monday for the high school kids and 7th and 8th grade kids.
I believe some of the schools are in session already.
CWC is. They always start a week before Waupun for sure, and there's some other schools. But the Christian school in Waupun, but they get done a week earlier too, does Central Wisconsin Christian.
Yeah, it's going to be cooler next week. That's the good news. Probably 70 or less for at least the early part of the week, so it won't be. Sometimes those kids go back to school and it's 90 and humid outside in late August. What are you doing? Waxing your arm there? Or
yeah.
You
got long hair.
Get some duct tape stuck on your forearm.
Makeshift Band-Aid scratched myself, and it kept on bleeding. So a little duct tape and a little napkin I found here, and you got yourself a Band-Aid. A little pop-up kick, and that's going to be taken. And a good job. What you're supposed to do is awkwardly go down after you grab the ball, but nice job fielding that kick. And by Jacob Herringa. Job, Jacob did what he's supposed to do there.
Yeah, make a play and don't let it roll. That's the key.
Yep. All the time those up guys, they tell them just grab it and go down and be safe with it. Now, if it gets deep enough for your ball handlers behind you, they can take off. But Jacob did a good job.
It's a tough decision sometimes. Do I let it go, and do I let it go to my deep guys that are designed to run these back, or do I get up and field it? And I think the right choice made there. You go up in decent field position at the 30. Looks like Waupun's JV team pretty much in the game right now.
Yeah, Ewert, who is probably the future quarterback, and with it right now, going around the right side and taken down on that run around the right side for Waupun's Zeke Montanez. Martinez, a senior?
Yeah,
him on
that's
there?
what it says, senior, yeah, Zeke Montanez, yeah.
Yeah, Zeke taking around the side. And like I said, probably the future of Waupun quarterbacking out there with Mr. Ewert.
Give him
We're
not sure what's
bringing this
going back, huh?
No, they're definitely a call on Waupun.
Holding.
Marching it from where it happened back there.
Zeke said, man, I had a good run.
Yeah.
I wanted to get in the stat sheet.
Yeah, we got to say his name. We got to say it on the air, so.
We have to, you and I both, especially me, I need to learn these names better, find out from some of the kids, maybe the young people, but it's either Montanez or Montanez.
I'm going with Montanez.
There he is again.
Yeah, Montanez getting it again, and this time getting taken down roughly after that. Ron Neeson says, congratulations to Gavin Hughes, who just had the touchdown before in your first varsity TD. So welcome our Pardeeville listeners out there, and love having that too. We're here for everybody. But we're here for Waupun. That's why we're here.
Well, it's our
but we love having
first
those.
and foremost.
Yeah.
But yeah, we do appreciate quality football,
Yeah.
no matter which team is getting it done.
Yeah, he kept on working out there and got himself open when the play was kind of falling apart. Kind of the middle of nowhere between a bunch of players went and glue, and it was over in his direction. But an incomplete pass stops the clock at 1:56.
One of those nights where it's very dark out.
Yeah.
Yeah, once you get away from these field lights, you can't see a tree 50 yards from the field. It's just black.
So again, I'm going to be grabbing a microphone and heading out straight away from here, right by the edge of the track, as far as we can go. Can't have the spikes on the track out there, so getting some interviews with a few of the players. Keeping around the right side is Ewert. And he's going to take it up to right around the 34, 35-yard line. We'll mark him down to the 35. Another flag going down. You know, we'd all just like to get this clock roaring down to 0 and just get her done. So, the penalty flag with 1:51 left. Yeah, getting ourselves in football mode. Yeah, both teams on unsportsmanlike conduct, so offsetting.
It's probably a couple guys going at it a little after the fact. Once the play is dead, that's, some of these guys don't get to play a lot. They're out there, there's a few guys for Waupun still in the game, some starters, but yeah, Waupun, they played a lot of guys tonight. It's worked out well for them.
We're going to talk to the big O out there. We'll talk to definitely talking to Graham Gopollen.
You're going to ask Klostebor about the interception run, or are you going to talk to him about the pass he dropped?
Would have been a huge night if we would have grabbed that. It could have been 6 points the other for him there too. Any defender you want me to talk to from the defensive side? Ooh, that one.
I think he actually
kind of muffed it straight up, and
he might have actually kicked that into the back of his own player there trying to block for him.
So our Bruins had to make the stop at the end of that one to make it not be double disastrous on the end of that. 1:42 left.
Again, that was, that's a lot of young guys out there on the field right now. Underclassmen probably play a lot of JV balls, and they're getting their opportunity tonight, which is always cool. Let's get this clock going here and get into the house with a.
You might want to start getting some of your numbers up. I might have to get some numbers before I head to the field, especially with Graham. I'll be talking to him afterwards, possibly Logan. Klostebor definitely be talking to him, and Klostebor just on another sack out there too. A couple guys out there on that one. Also, Andre Del Valle also in on that one. The reason why I got him wrapped up initially out there. So Defense stepping it up here for Waupun.
I'll give you numbers for goalpound right now. Only 9 carries, 126, and a couple of TEs. Wow. That's impressive.
Carries for how much?
I have them unofficially. 9 carries, 126 yards, and 2 touchdowns. So that's a big night. Average of 15 yards a carry, went right off the top of my head-ish. That's pretty good. There we go.
There's a wrap up again. Nice job by the defense. And again, getting in there for Waupun. Wait for him to turn around so I can kind of see his number from the front. Number 50 for Waupun. And that, again, we've mentioned him, mentioned numerous times, Corbin Gronwald. In on that tackle.
Yeah. Chase Beam, 7 carries, 60 yards on the ground, and a touchdown, which he ran over a couple players. Give him credit there. Tell him I like that. See if that he cares or not. Chase doesn't care. You're like, yeah. And Kellerud, he has 33 yards on 6 carries.
A bunch of backup people out there also for the Bulldogs, or some of the players out there are. We're down to 20 seconds, the clock ticking down, and
23 passing attempts for Chase Beam.
Yeah, they're just going to let the clock run out, and that'll be the end of the ball game. Waupun winning this game 50-26. Stick around. Randy's going to have some numbers here for you in the second for this ball game, and I'll also get out here and get a few interviews for you on the field. I know Waupun always has a little huddle together, so we'll have to chase down a few people. But stick around for the interviews and for the numbers here. We'll take a commercial break. Be back right after this on Radio Plus Sports. Anybody else stick out?
How do you make everyone's favorite buffet even better? How do you make the country's best chicken even more exciting? How do you make Thursday the best night ever? Wing night at Pizza Ranch. Boneless and traditional. A variety of sauces. All the wings you want, plus all your other buffet favorites. The country's best wing night is here. Taking flight Thursday nights only at Pizza Ranch. Everyone's favorite buffet.
New ownership, same customer service tradition. Verhaeg's Furniture has been proudly serving Waupun and its surrounding areas for over 50 years. New owners Luke and Logan Gans are longtime employees of Verhaeg's Furniture and are committed to continue serving the furniture, accessory, and mattress needs of Waupun and the surrounding areas. Bringing you exceptional quality from Ashley Furniture, Lazy Boy, Tempur-Pedic, Puffy Mattress, and many more top brands from their store to your home. Verhaeg's Furniture, 806 West Main Street, Waupun. Quality brands for affordable prices.
Chronic pain sufferers, listen up. If you're suffering from pain due to injury or illness, and the options you've tried have failed to alleviate your pain, or surgery has been recommended, you may be wondering if you've run out of options. If so, regenerative medicine may be your answer. At New Medical Center, we use a variety of alternative treatments designed to harness your own body's ability to heal. Rather than covering up your pain, regenerative medicine goes right to the source to resolve and repair the injury. Instead of using harmful drugs to mask your pain or having risky surgery that can cause additional injury and increase your chance of arthritis, regenerative medicine helps your body repair the damage that causes pain. Don't let pain compromise your favorite hobbies and activities, leaving you crippled and desperate for help. Thousands of people have found relief with regenerative medicine, and you can too. Call the experts at New Medical Center to get an appointment today. New Medical Center, 920-324-9899. That's 920-324-9899. Or check us out on the web at www.newmedicalctr.com.
If you're looking for someone to take care of your tree needs, call Eli at Torres Tree Service of Waupun. Eli and his team can remove trees big or small, even those hard to get trees. They do tree trimming and stump grinding, and the job's not done until they put topsoil and seed where the tree was removed, clean up the debris, and haul it away. Join the many satisfied customers by calling Torres Tree Service in Waupun at 920-334-5887. That's 920-344-5887 for Torres Tree Service of Waupun.
Thank you for your continued support over the past 50 years. At Verhaeg's Furniture Mart, we're honored to have been voted by you to be the best of the best mattress store in the Fond du Lac area for 2024.
Our mission is to bring the best in bedding comfort, technology, and support to the Waupun area.
We've partnered with top brands like Tempur-Pedic, Puffy, Scott Living, Sealy, and Nectar to offer you the ultimate sleep experience.
Free delivery to Waupun and the surrounding area. See store for details.
Come shop at Verhaeg's.
It's time to take control of your soil management. Turn to the Great Plains TerraMax, a versatile hybrid tillage solution offering variable intensity tillage for a variety of fall and spring field conditions. Create the ideal seed bed with a high-quality finish, level soils and remove ruts, and eliminate resistant weeds, all with one tool. Tillage is now on your terms with TerraMax. Visit Waupun Equipment Company today to learn more about hybrids tillage from Great Plains. TerraMax, for tillage on your terms.
A reminder for everyone that Ben's Automotive is open Monday through Friday from 7 a.m. until 5 p.m. and on Saturdays by appointment only. Keeping your vehicle in tip-top running condition is essential. Call 324-9962 for Ben's Automotive. Get the quality repair and maintenance services you need from the automotive technicians you can trust. Ben's Automotive at the corner of Carrington and Main Streets in beautiful downtown Waupun. Call 920-324-9962 to schedule your service or repair needs today.
Okay, we're back. Pardeeville High School, or Waupun, wins 50-26 over the Bulldogs, and a pretty nice performance. We're going to run down a few individual stats first. Steve is down on the field trying to get some on-field interviews, but again, my stats are all unofficial. Graham Gopalin, 9 carries, 126 yards, and 2 touchdowns, so he had a big night. Chase Beam, 7 carries, 60 yards. He also had an 18-yard touchdown run, one of a tough, hard runs by a quarterback. Cody Callerud, 6 carries, 33 yards, and Montanez with 1 carry for 5. Chase Beam, I had him for he had 23 completions for 227 yards, so he had a big night. In the receiving end, also Logan Prawl actually had a 3-yard conversion on a 2-point conversion there to on a broken play, so he was 1 for 1 in the throwing department. Logan Prawl receiving, he had 2 touchdowns, 103 yards, 44 yards in the first half with a touchdown. He had the 40-yard touchdown and another 19-yard reception in the second half. Graham Gopalin had 1 reception for 3 yards. Owen Close-DeBoer, 3 catches for 20. He also had a 2-point conversion. And Del Ponte, he had 5 receptions, 95 yards, also had a 2-point conversion. So we're going to get a few of the players here coming over soon, and we will be able to go to on-field action. Hope you can stick around for that. But we're maybe going to take one more break, and then we'll be back in as soon as Steve gets someone to the field.
And our good buddy Steve with us here, the Other Bar, Main Street in Waupun. Happy anniversary week. It's coming up very soon, Steve. Saturday. Talk about that for us.
Well, let's hope the weather holds out. We got some good weather. We can set up a band outside. Kitty Corona will start at 8 o'clock that night. We'll have free food out during the day for customer appreciation. There'll be some specials going on during the day. We're going to be doing some drawings and some giveaways. You need to be present to win them. We'll try to do a few of them throughout the day so that when people are here, we can kind of keep them going. Good fun, good times, good beer, good staff, good customers. Let's have a good party.
And how many years, Steve?
14 years we're celebrating this year.
I'd like to thank, of course, community for patronage, right?
Yeah, it's been a great place to hang a shingle out here, and I'm really happy that we're a part of this community, and it's been great to us, and we're going to try to give a little back to it and just have some fun. Keep it all nice and clean, good old-fashioned fun.
What time does it start Saturday?
Yeah, it starts at 11 o'clock when we open up. We'll have some food out then all day long. Band starts at 8, so it goes until we're done.
The Other Bar, Main Street, Waupun. Happy anniversary week, Steve. Thank you.
Thanks, Nick. Appreciate it.
And we are back over at Pardeeville High School, a really closely contested first half in this ball game. Waupun up by 2 at half, but that took over in the second half just impressively on both sides of the ball. Win 50 to 26 in this ball game, and you talk to a few of the Warriors right now. We're gonna first talk to your nickname the Big O, or is that the? Okay, we're gonna go with the Big O on that one for the next 3 years. So Owen Klustebor, excellent game out there defensively. And let's just talk about that whole play. That's what, 77, 80, or whatever it was, the yards that you turned the pick six. Talk about that play.
Yeah, I had a play before I dropped the catch, really got down on myself, but I really needed something to pick me up, and that was it. Just went up one hand, came down with it, and just took it to the house right away.
You know, you had a running back chasing you that you were running, kind of running away from to a little bit. They tried to strip it from you at the end, but that shows your speed, though. We saw you sideline to sideline, chasing guys down out here, and just talk about the battle out here today. You were in a lot of plays out there, and you're going to be a regular fixture for the next 3 years. So, had a good time out there today?
Yeah, very good. The first half it was a little slow. We got some things going, but that second half we really came out strong and executed the way we wanted to.
What did you guys talk about at halftime? You gave up 20 points in the first half and didn't let them score in the second half till the last minutes here. What were some of the things you discussed?
I was actually in the bathroom for some of it, but came out. He was just, don't stop. We just got to go.
What do you think of this team? This good start to the season here for Waupun, and big things expected here. So what's your thoughts on your team as you go into the season?
Really good team. Trying to keep moving on past last year. We went first round, but like Adrian always says, it's 1-0 going on to the next game, so we just got to keep that mentality and 1-0 going on.
Okay. Oh, an excellent game today, fun to watch, and I'm looking forward to seeing you in the next 3 years. Good job.
Thank you.
Owen Klustebor, the Big O, joining us here. We're going to go to another guy. You can't. Are you supposed to be the Big O too now? Yeah, but man, I tell you, you played a great game today. Graham Gopal joining us right now. We got you down officially for about 126 yards, Randy. About 100 of those in the first half. But just talk about being the feature running back there. It looks like that's perfectly suited for you and your escapability out there. And is it fun back there with all your skills that you got to be able to use that against everybody?
I mean, I played running back in 8th grade, but yeah, dude, it's been the dream. And I mean, I couldn't be more thankful for the line that, they blocked amazing tonight, and it's going to happen when you have good line. There's going to be open gaps. So yeah, it was amazing.
Yeah, that was a great performance out there. And if you want a little break, then you throw in your teammate out there with Cody out there, Keller, and he's kind of a different running back. He's more of a straight ahead, the fullback traditional guy. So nice little 1-2 punch. And talk about what you saw from your team here today. It looks like offensively, I don't know how people can stop you guys.
Yeah, we're looking sharp. We got big things coming. We got Logan, Rediker, Clues. There's just a lot of weapons, and it's a good problem to have. Just getting to use them all. So yeah, it's gonna be really nice.
Okay, you made a believer out of us, and we believed you from last year already too. But great performance out there. Great job, Graham.
Thank you so much. Appreciate it.
Okay, Graham Gopal joining us with an amazing game, and we're gonna move right along. We're gonna bring up with Corbin Grunwald now. That's gonna join us. Is it Grunwald or Grunwald? Grunwald. Okay. We mentioned your name quite a bit on a lot of the tackles out there. Talk about that the thing you like to do the best is be out there and hitting people out there?
Yeah, definitely. I really like playing DN because it's so physical, and you control a lot. You control the edge, and I just like having that physicality.
Well, talk about some of your teammates out there. It looks like, especially in that second half, so maybe some corrections you guys made, or maybe just the intensity changed in that second half. But you got some heavy hitters out there, some good size out there, very athletic guys on defense, don't you?
Yeah, like Owen, like the second half, I think we just turned things up a notch. After a good first half, we just brought it to the next level. And I mean, with Owen's scoop, like his interception and just everything on defense was 10 times better.
You guys get at it and practice pretty good to really get to the play this intensity level that you played, especially in the second half.
Yeah, that's what practice goes right. Practice is right up with our games of how important it is. We might even take practice more important. So it's just, yeah.
Corbin's been fun watching you. Only a sophomore, right? And so we're looking forward to watching you the next 3 years too. So a great game today, and looking forward to you seeing in the future.
Thank you.
Okay, Corbin Grunwald joining us, and when he's available, we're going to talk to Chase Beam. I've been talking to him a lot lately. So, but Chase, boy, especially offensively in this ball game, just talk about the performance. You guys are unstoppable offensively today. So many weapons.
Yeah, that was awesome. It kind of just seemed like everything we did was working. I mean, our run game was unstoppable. Graham was doing a phenomenal job. Cody was doing a phenomenal job. passing-wise, our guys were getting open. Del Ponte made plays. Prawl made plays. Brennan, everyone was just making plays. It was crazy.
Well, what I really loved watching is, the great throws and everything. But I think your offensive line gave you a lot of time. I saw your head kind of going back and forth a few times checking the field because you had that much time. Talk about the guys protecting you.
Our offensive line was amazing. I mean, none of that would have happened without them. They played their tails off, and I mean, the stuff they've been doing all offseason, it showed. They're dogs. I mean, I can't do anything without them, and they won us this football game today.
And that touchdown you had was just amazing. You started out with a stiff arm, and then you just bowled somebody over into the end zone. It looks like you're really coming out playing physical with your running, too, this year. And that was pretty impressive, the runs you had today.
Yeah, thank you. It was a lot of my parents kind of getting on me, like, you're a big kid, use your size. So, I mean, that's just kind of been what I was trying to do today and kind of worked out. And then I seen I was close, so I'm like, I'll lower the shoulder.
Yeah, get there. Well, Mom and Dad's pep talk worked exactly, and that was beautiful. I'm looking forward to watching that all season. So good luck on the season. We'll be there again for you, and congratulations. Nice win to start the season.
Thank you.
Okay, Chase Beam joining us. And we'll send it up to Randy. You can kind of wrap things up. I want to thank the stream team for all that they've done here today with Jason and Cam on the cameras. Kobe did a great job. Randy joining me. And, again, Waupun winning 50-26. Hey, we're going to be here all season long covering Waupun football. Next week it'll be Waupun playing another non-conference game against New Holstein after that ripping. But we'll be with them all along the way, and hopefully a deep run in the playoffs with the Waupun Warrior football team looking pretty good. Thanks for joining us this week. We'll talk to you again next week over at Veterans Memorial Field at 7 o'clock. Waupun against New Holstein. Waupun winning 50-26. This has been Warrior Football on Radio Plus Sports.